say that.
Is the name Rooftop Korean? Does that have to do with the riots?
I was wondering if you would
You know, the
write
No.
Koreans that
something
were
with
in LA
wondery.
that on the rooftops.
I come
Yes, it
Is,
did.
over
is that what it has?
from
Is it reference to that?
Mm-hmm. See, you're
Okay.
smart. You're a smart cookie.
Yeah, no.
It's. It almost sounds like you went to school.
I went to school.
You went to
School.
school. Let me put on my smart glasses here. Okay, we're reading now. All right.
Oh, you a Ruckariri Korean.
I am a Riri Korean. What are you talking about? You look a Riri. You look a Riri Mexican.
You're freaking very Korean with those things.
Hold on. What time is it there? It's like you're like an hour
Think
behind,
so.
aren't you? Or
Yeah, I'm an hour behind.
Welcome to K-Town Rabid.
What's up, Rabbit? Doing this is the first podcast interview.
Oh, it's already going?
Yeah, I'm already. I just went live.
Oh, nice. So it's on the TikToks?
It's on the TikTok. All right, so we are live on TikTok, YouTube,
Okay.
Kick, and Twitch. So,
Oh, nice.
so like I explained to you before, what I was, you know, what I was doing is just want to talk to veterans and people who have been dealt the short stick of life and see how they're handling
Yeah.
things and what they do to cope. You know how things. So we're just gonna talk about today. We're talking about you,
Okay. I can talk
Alberto
about me.
Medina.
I know.
Ask you some questions. We'll just have a conversation, talk here and there, and we're gonna try and get real deep, like Scuba Steve
All right.
deep, like
Mad deep.
mad deep. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, yeah. So, why don't you do this? Start by introducing yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, where were you born, and stuff like that.
Cool. Cool. My name is Alberto Medina. Berto, as people call me here. You've known me as Medina from back in the day. Born in San Pedro, California. Um, I joined in 2008. Met you, I think, that year, probably the year, the day after. Worked in comms with you, went down range with you, and then afterwards went into the art field. Well, it took a little while before I went into the art field, but right now I'm a tattoo artist, and then I am going back to school using my Chapter 31 at Laguna College of Art and Design and painting, and I'm trying to be a fancy smancy little painting guy that makes money off of rich white people.
That's what's up. So,
Fair.
San Pedro, that's in California, you said, right?
Yeah, SoCal, yep.
SoCal. Oh, okay, SoCal. So, Vatos Locos forever, Holmes.
Vatos
Uh,
locos, dude.
do you are you an only child? Do you have
No,
brothers and sisters?
oldest of three. My
Okay.
brother's a vet. He was an MP in the guard. He's out now, and my sister's the youngin. She's a little baby.
Little baby. Okay, all right.
Got two little kids. Got two kids now. Baby
You got
Medina's Papa Medina.
two. You got two kids. Wow, I remember when you were
Yeah,
just a kid.
4 year old. Yeah, right.
Jeez.
Isn't it crazy?
So
Welcome to K-Town Old and Grumpy.
we're gonna get to the downrange stuff. I got some things I want to bring up with
Okay.
that. So did you grow up in San Pedro?
Grew up in that general area. San Pedro, Wilmington, Carson, Long Beach, and then like around I think
Welcome
around
to
junior
K-Town,
high,
Carrot
like
Emo
around
Doll,
towards the end,
Carrot.
like I moved to San Bernardino because where that area is a little bit more rough around the edges.
Mm.
So my parents went out to that direction. But
Welcome to
yeah, and
K-Town
then
Shadow.
after I went out to San Bernardino, and then freaking right after graduating high school is when I shipped out.
Okay.
Welcome to
So
K-Town Matraboomy.
let me see. You're born. What year were you born?
1990.
Hello.
1990. Hello,
Yeah.
Shadow.
Welcome to K-Town Rooftop Korean.
You grew up in the 90s then? Or no. You were
Yeah.
in. Okay.
I'm
Well,
a millennial.
Welcome to
I'm a
K-Town.
millennial.
Bella isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
So what was growing up? What was childhood like for you? What kind of a kid were you? Were you a troublemaker? I feel like you were a troublemaker.
I was like, okay, look, so I grew up. I have amazing parents. I have great parents.
Yes.
They're teen.
I know your
You-
mom.
you-
She's a wonderful woman, by the way.
Yeah, she's Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Welcome to K-Town
Uh,
Reaper de
she's-
Noche.
Hello,
Yeah, so
Bella.
they were teen parents. They worked extremely hard. So I mean, they did the best of what they could. But you know, uh, I did a lot of fighting. I did a
Mhm.
lot of fighting. I have my younger brother is a lot smaller stature, and I would always have to defend him. I always, I
Okay.
got.
So you fought protecting your little brother, not just because you like to fight or get into fights.
I started doing that more in high school, but that was.
No.
But
You?
it started off good, and then it
Uh-huh.
just went to like
With the. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
I never would have pegged you for a troublemaker in school. Never in a million
Yeah.
years.
Who would have thought, right?
I would have thought, yeah. So in high school, were you like I don't want to say bully, but like were you? You know how there was cliques in high schools and stuff like that.
I was a stoner.
You were Get
I
out
was
of
a
here!
stoner.
Get out of here! You were a stoner? What? That's
crazy.
crazy, man. That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
You were a stoner. What year did you graduate?
Welcome to K-Town. Call me Kakis.
2008.
2008. Oh, God, you were a baby.
I was baby.
And
Yeah.
you joined right out of high school. You
2008.
said?
Yeah, I was 17 when I shipped out.
Okay. What made you join the army?
So there's two things. My really close friend, he's a Green Beret right now. Still in. I believe he's still in.
You can't do that.
Uh,
OPSEC, bro. OPSEC.
I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name.
Okay.
I was going to, and I was like, you know what? Just gonna not.
Okay.
But he was joining. He's like, we should join together, do the buddy program, which is a complete jip, by the way. It's a complete. I seen him once when you're getting in line to do your immunizations. We made eye contact. Never seen him again until we graduated. But anyways,
So-
I'm getting.
You believed what your recruiter was selling.
Oh, I believed it. Yeah, I believe. I
100%.
I drank the Kool-Aid.
Welcome to
for sure.
K-Town, Kevin.
Okay, so let me ask you: when you went into the recruiting office and you talked to the recruiter, did the recruiter try to sell you on things? Did he lie to you? Like, what was your recruiter like?
Oh, my recruiter, I remember him because his name was. I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna give his name up. Sergeant Trujillo. I remember this guy was a combat engineer. You're gonna do all kinds of cool things, and you're gonna be a radio op, and you're gonna call in all the airstrikes, and you're gonna blow up bridges, and you're gonna save the country, and all that good stuff, right?
Sounds like an asshole.
And you're gonna get a big paycheck and a nice, all the good things.
You're gonna get the Dodge Camaro and the
Yeah. He had the
Charger,
Corvette.
the Corvette.
Yeah, he didn't tell me the bonus he was getting.
Welcome to
after. He didn't
K-Town
tell me
North.
that stuff. And then my leave date was like July, like end of July, right?
Mhm.
I graduated high school beginning of June. That week after I graduated high school, the recruiters came to my door and were like, "Are you ready?" And
Oh
I'm
wow, that quick.
22% interest rate.
Yeah, and they were like, I was like, but my date isn't until like July. They're like, no, it's not. It's today. And I was like, well, what about Sergeant Trujillo? He's like, Sergeant Trujillo just already PCS and he's somewhere else, so he's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, so I have to go. Like, you have to go. And that was my first just tip.
What?
Taste
Okay, so
of
that
the
was your
Army.
first taste of the army. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Because the army never messes up, right?
Never. Oh,
Never
you
messes
kidding me,
up.
dude? Never.
Okay. So all right. So So your army recruiter was a car salesman, basically.
Yeah.
So what MOS did you end up picking? For those of you who don't know, MOS is military occupational specialty. That's your job in the army side.
I was Yeah, I was a 25 Quebec, a multi-channel transmission systems operator maintainer.
Okay, that sounds like a fancy.
Welcome to K-Town, Dylan Pollard.
Fancy title. I'll say that again.
It does.
What was that? What?
Multi-channel transmission systems operator maintainer.
Welcome to
Okay.
K-Town user.
Okay.
So for those of that don't know, what is a multi-user systems transponder do?
I worked on radios with big antennas.
With big antennas. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
occasionally a satellite.
occasional
Mhm.
satellite. Okay. All right. Okay. So where did you go to basic training?
Augusta, Fort Gordon. Isn't it called something else now?
No, basic training.
Oh, basic. Sorry. Oh, home of the infantry, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Oh, you were a Benning boy. Okay, that explains.
I was a
more.
Benning boy.
Welcome to
That's why I
K-Town,
felt
Chrissy.
cool.
I never would have thought of you as a Benning kid, honestly.
Why not?
Because you weren't an obnoxious prick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
was
Hey,
cool.
Christy. Yeah. So you went to basic. So you went in on the buddy program with your buddy. That's a Green Beret.
Yeah.
And
And
you only
currently.
currently, right? And you only saw him once, and that was when you
Once.
were in the cattle line getting your shots.
Yep. Yeah.
You made
Getting
eye-
peanut butter shot.
You locked eyes for a second,
like-
and then okay.
Like, yeah, I'm alive. Like, like, hey, we're here. We're there.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna.
Okay. So, would it be safe to say that your
Welcome to K-Town,
first
Ashan.
impressions of the army weren't so good because of
Yeah,
that whole
for
recruiter
sure.
thing? Did you get a bonus?
Oh,
at least?
definitely. 25K.
You spent it on beer and midnight ballerinas.
Minus the beer.
Oh, 20. You got a $25,000 bonus. That's crazy.
I kind of
That's a nice bonus. Hey.
Yeah. I kind of missed
Convince
those
me.
days too. All right. So what was so when you all right? You get knocked. You're probably at home sleeping, whatever. You get knocked on the door.
Welcome to
recruiter
K-Town,
comes to
Katie
your house.
Masson-S.
Hey, where's your bag? You're going to base training today. And so you get souped up. You get on the plane from California all the way to Georgia. That must have been a
Yep.
great flight.
Yeah. First time I seen trees.
If your flight was anything like mine, you got there early and left late.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
remember the fight,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Okay. Now, when you first got to Benning, or wherever Benning, and then you arrived on base, tell us what
Yeah.
your experience was
AG,
like.
AG 30. AG 30.
Tell us day zero or week zero, day zero.
Yeah.
What was it like? I want to see if it was the same as mine because I went to a different
Okay. Okay,
basic
so
training.
AG 30th was like, they should tell.
All of it's AG's 30s, by the way. Even where I went, it was AG's 30th.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that's
They should-
the perception. I forget reception.
Yeah, imposter, whatever you
Yeah.
call that, whatever that word is.
Indoctrination.
So you
I
get
don't know.
there, they just like pile you in a room. It's like going into like a college, like your dorm, right? What you think it's gonna be your dorm.
Yeah.
You get a room. They throw you hey, you're gonna be in this line at this time, and you're gonna eat at this time, and you're not gonna talk and everybody's like, fucking what the hell? Nobody knows what's going on. There's no structure. There's no leadership. You just gotta
And-
get in the line.
That's crazy to think because you were at Benning, like Fort
Welcome to
Benning,
K-Town,
Georgia.
Mujer. Medichina Hard
There were just
Hands.
guys yelling at you to get in the line.
That's and this is before you even get to basic training. This is like
Yeah.
to get your paperwork, your
Yeah.
all that stuff out of the way. And it's like a week long, whatever.
Long,
And-
yeah.
Because I know when I went to Relax in Jackson, hey, and first day there I got there like in the maybe like 7 o'clock or something, and we were sitting in bleachers for hours. Like we just sat there. We couldn't talk. We couldn't do
Yeah.
nothing, and we just had to sit there
Here's my
for
favorite.
hours. But and in
Here's-
true Army fashion, it was because we had to wait for everybody else to show up, and we were the first one to
Hurry
show
and
up.
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hurry up and wait. So that was my first little peek into the whole Army life was the hurry up and wait. I got introduced real early on that one.
Here's
So-
mine. Here's mine to sum up AG 30th in a circle, in a little short statement.
Always hurry up and wait.
We had to get up. We all got up.
Welcome
We
to
got in
K-Town
line.
user not
We hurry
found.
up and wait, right?
Mhm.
We walked into a building. We went around the bleachers. We walked back out into the building. they walked us back into our rooms and said, "Okay, we'll get you back out at
I
lunch."
had to
So
sit
they
on
like
the
they
floor at
walk
the
like you
airport
walk
for
your
5
dog.
hours.
They just walked us
That's
to bird
crazy. Right?
time, right? You know, I was like, oh, okay. They just, I don't know what to think of that. I also seen a guy. We were waiting in line for lunch, and I guess he was nervous and didn't want to ask anybody about going piss, so he just pissed his pants. Yeah,
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
That's yeah. There you go. It's pretty much that's AG-30.
Yeah, and for those, my buddy, he was in the Air Force. He said they made him wait. He had to sit on the floor at the airport for 5 hours.
Ooh.
At least it was at the airport.
WTF.
At least you were at the airport. So
Yeah, not outside.
Not outside. Yeah, we didn't get. I don't think. I don't know if it was the same for you, but like I think day 3 was when we started getting issued our gear, like our PTs and uniforms and stuff. And you know what the great part about is like, you know, most kids, they go, oh, I'm going to shave my head. I'm going to get these fancy running shoes that are supposed to be good for you and all that stuff. And you know what? You get there, drill sergeant already shaved my head. I don't care. Get in the seat. You're getting your head shaved again.
And like, pay for it.
And pay for it. Exactly. And then you're like, all right, we're gonna go get you your PTs, your running shoes. And oh, what's drill sergeant? I got running shoes. These are like from I have fucked up feet, and these are from. Nope, you're getting either one of these 3, and you have to pay for it. So
why are you even talking? They're gonna. Why are you even talking to me?
What are you talking? Okay, yeah, it's crazy. And then you get the. Oh man, week 0 was. It's probably gonna. Out of my basic training, week 0 was the longest and most frustrating experience in the Army. Then you had to do that little PT test, which I don't know if you passed. I failed miserably. So
I passed my PT.
Welcome to K-Town.
But you know what?
Brutal
The
Noodle.
week, that hell week is
so brutal.
It's weird. It's so brutal. It's like you have this expectation. It's like, no, fuck whatever your expectation is.
Yeah.
You're gonna suffer. I remember seeing a guy pass out, right? And then all the drill sergeants were like, "That's the most fake pass out I've ever seen. You better get." But I'm like, "Is this guy gonna be dead?" This guy,
right? Like, hey, I don't think he's the blood from his the foaming at the mouth doesn't think he's
the
faking
seizure
that.
thing is like, I guess you better get back up and this miraculous.
He's circle jerking right now. I don't think that's fake. You might want to call somebody. No, drink some water. You'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that's great. So, all right, let's go back when you first signed the papers and enlisted and all that stuff before you went to before you got basically kidnapped to go to basic training. What was your expectations going into basic training? What were you gonna? What would you imagine it to be like? As opposed to reality.
I think what I imagined was more like what you got during, like, what was it called, like blue phase or yellow? Not whatever the middle one was, white phase or.
I think it went red, white, and blue. So it was like
So whenever you were just like going to the gun range and like you were doing some ruck marches and you're like, this week today you're gonna throw grenades and today you're gonna shoot a saw and then today you're gonna do this and you're gonna ruck a lot and you're gonna do PT. Like that phase is what I thought.
Okay, Roger, have a great stream.
The
Just
basic
stop to
training
show
was,
some love.
and it was a pretty much
Brutal.
like exactly what I thought. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So. All right. Now, I want to know when you got to your training battalion, as soon as that bus pulled up, what was that like?
That's where it sinks in. That's when you go, oh, you know what? I fucked up. I missed my mommy.
When I went, I was just because I was 23 when I joined us. I was a little bit older, and I was just sitting on the bus. Before I do that, the hardest thing in the military is not going to combat. It's not training. It's not learning how to shoot. It is front to rear count off. That is the hardest thing.
What's the at close intervals?
Yes.
Dress right dress.
Dress right dress. But
yes.
I'm convinced that no matter what branch of the military you're in, front to rear count off is still probably the most, because somebody forgets how to count throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing and fucks it up. And
There's some dumb guys.
yeah,
There's some dumb guys in there.
so after like 2 hours of doing that, we finally get there. I'm just thinking, there was like, I wonder what's gonna be like, driving. You can look out the windows and see all the barracks and everything,
trees.
and just all that stuff. People marching, walking. You're just like, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe it won't so bad. And then you pull up and you see the drill sergeant standing there. And you're like, oh, look at they look so squared away. I wonder what they're like. And as soon as they get on the bus, what happens? Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
My favorite was our drill sergeant. When he got on the bus, he was so calm. He was like, "Hey, you're all gonna stand up. You get the fuck off my bus." And then he just walked off.
He gave you that false sense of that little bit of, oh, this is not so bad. This is he was,
and then as soon as you step down, it's like you're watching murder, because I was like in the middle, right? I'm in the bus.
Oh
so
my
like
God.
the front, you see the guys jump off the front and they're just like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen to me right now. And sure enough, you're just like, you don't even know. I'm pretty sure they weren't even saying words.
I don't think they were saying words either. They're just
they're just going, blah, 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 blah.
What? You heard me? No, I didn't.
Welcome to
I don't understand
K-Town,
what you said.
Christina.
I don't understand what you
Who are
said.
you
So
chatting with?
for those of you just joining, this is my friend Alberto Medina. He and I served in the army together. He was. Were you? You were never my soldier, were you? I don't think you were.
We were in the same.
We were in the same platoon. Yeah, that's right. We were in the same platoon, but he was in a different
Welcome
squad.
to K-Town B
I
accent.
think you were my NCO downrange for a little bit.
Just I think
when Hank or somebody would go on a mission.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, and we're just talking, and I'm just telling me about his experience growing up, life, and what we're gonna get to the good stuff in a little bit. We're just going over some his life at basic training.
We're pre-gaming.
Fort Benning, Georgia, home of the infantry. Yeah, Fort Benning. So, are you familiar with the term shark attack?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that in the military? I wonder. Like maybe.
Yeah.
So, was it pure chaos when you
Nice,
getting off
I
that
like it.
bus?
Thank you, gentlemen, for your service.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely. And it's just like, you just keep running.
keep
You just
running,
keep
carrying
running.
shit. Like if you drop it, they'll tell you to stop, leave it, and then they'll tell you to go back and
They
get
throw
it.
your
And then,
bag.
oh my god, it was such
Throw your
chaos.
bag.
Like
So
that's
if you felt it's horrible.
no. And then if you like smiled once, you would
To
have
wipe it off.
like 6 people just surrounding you, and you just get a bukkake of spit and profanities thrown in your face, like just this far away, and you're just like, oh,
Look at me. Listen to him. Look at me.
look at me, listen to him, look at me, listen to him. Why you look straight? Look at me. Oh my, okay. So yeah, and it's just pure chaos. And now, you experience it, and you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I want to go home, and
Yeah.
because you're like a civilian. You're not used to any of this shit, so you're just
You're like I'm 17.
yeah, and you're just, and I'm just like, I'm standing there like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm just watching kids getting yelled at and holding bags over their heads. I'm just standing there like
crying. They're crying. They're vomiting.
I'm at a position of attention, just like, all right, so don't move, stay still, don't.
It's like a T-Rex.
Yep, don't move until you're told to move. So I learned that real quick. It's like I learned that real quick. Like don't do anything until you're told to do it.
Yeah.
And so now that first week, 0 week, and that first day is a little bit chaotic, but it mellows out. So tell it, what was your favorite part of basic, your most memorable, and what did you get out of it? Like, what did you think?
My favorite part. Okay, my favorite part. I mean, it felt cool. It did
Yeah.
feel cool, you know, like you're shooting cool. You're the first time you shoot an AT4, you throw a grenade. You're like, this is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shoot a 50
And
cal and 249, all
all the
that's all.
50 was like,
Yeah.
you're like, whoa,
Oh yeah.
this is
That's
right.
boss.
I might start moaning right now if we keep going. But I have one very memorable story was the first time I seen somebody like completely break,
Uh-huh.
right? Like during a smoke session,
Yeah.
right? We're getting the dog shit smoked out of us like hours. They closed the windows, they cranked up the heater, and we're just like the floor's so wet from sweat, like your hands can't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
right? You're just like, what the hell? And in the middle of it, this guy gets up and he just like, we're all in front line arrest. And he just gets up. He goes, I can't do this, Joe Sergeant. And the Joe Sergeant very calmly goes, everybody stop pushing.
Welcome to
But
K-Town
don't
B.
get up. We just stop pushing. And he goes, what's up? Like, what happened? And he just started going like, I'm just, I'm just a boy. I'm not even a man, Joe Sergeant. Yeah. And then we're like, oh, he goes, okay, let's just say you get out. What are you going to do? And he was like, I'm going to go back work at the movie theater. And he goes, okay, making how much an hour? It's like $10 an hour. Do you have a girlfriend? He goes, yes. What if you get her pregnant? I'll get promoted. And the drill sergeant just like laughing at all his answers. And he's like, you'll get promoted and make what? 13 an
Welcome
hour?
to K-Town
Here you
Sushi
get
Mama.
you'll get your paycheck on the 1st and the 15th. You got your insurance. You got, security. You got it. He started naming all these things, and he goes, so what do you want to do? Do you want to get out? Or do you want to get back down? He got back down. And then it was like, all right, that kind of makes a little sense, like you're like,
Okay.
there's, and I think that kind of gets what I felt like I got out of it. Like there's a structure, there's a good starting point to life.
So when I first got there, funny story about my base training. It was like, I think it was during red white phase. Somebody messed up, and Army, one person fucks up, everyone mass punishment.
Yeah.
So our punishment was we had to go down to
Welcome to K-Town, Kikio
a company
THR.
formation, and then as soon as Joe starts, I need you to
Heroes.
go upstairs and get your sheets and your blankets from your bunk, come back down, and we did that. And then once we get there, all right, go back up and make your bunks. Get back up there, get back down with your. And I think it was about maybe the 4th time I just was running back and forth. I just started laughing hysterically because this was so stupid, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god!" I'm just like the Joker from Batman. I'm just laughing the entire way down.
You were that
And,
guy.
I was that guy because I was like, because for me, I was like I said, I was a little bit older, and I went to base. I think there's one other guy that was older than me. He was in his like 30s, and me and him kind of connected because everyone was like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. And you probably got called the old, oh, hey, what's up, old guy or old man? Like, you're 23.
The other guy actually did, but I was like in my head, I was thinking, y'all are some of the most dumbest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is keep your mouth shut and do what they say, and we'll have a good day. But no, there's always that one kid who thinks he's a badass and tries to.
Did you have to blanket party?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it, allegedly.
Oh.
but at the end of it, like at graduation, like I look back and I'm like, now I know why they did the way the things they did. Like people look at it and they're like, oh, that's cruel, that's horrible, that's like brainwashing. Is like you're taking some kid who probably was playing this was probably
it's like
PlayStation, whatever, last week, to a kid who might go to war, because this was 2003. So Iraq and Afghanistan were already in full swing. So they're like, these kids might be going downrange, so we need to get them in the mindset like, hey, and I'm just like, they're taking that kid, scared little kid, stripping away his the civilian part, and then they're gonna rebuild him into something better and effective. And like I said, I was 23, but when I went through,
K-Town B.
like, I was like, I was going nowhere. So, and
Mm.
I was like, it wasn't that it was hard. It was just I thought it was kind of stupid, and these kids were pissing me off. So I was like, I almost wanted to quit
Welcome
one
to
time,
K
but
Town, me again.
I was like, the last I since like the army, I've never quit anything in my life. The
Mm.
army, because the army stripped away that fucking that shitbag civilian, and then built up the quote unquote soldier or whatever,
Yeah.
and so that's what like I took it away as they made me into a better person, which I don't know if that's true for you. I think it did because you like to beat up people in high school, and then you went. So,
It's it for a living.
did you have to do the FTX where you went out for the week and then ruck march back? Yeah.
Mhm.
Funny story is for me that 12 miler was the first time I ever shit my pants. Cause so
I get it though, but I get it. But I get it.
the MREs, you never eat the
Yeah.
gum. I chewed the
I heard
gum.
because I heard of the laxative.
I chewed the
Yeah,
gum
yeah.
right when we stepped off for that 12 miler after the FTX. So we're starting, and like I said, it was 12 miles back to the base, and I like I think it was like mile 4. I started getting bubble guts.
Mm.
Okay, then I was like, oh crap, and then
And
you know
you know.
yeah, and then you're like. You stop periodically, but it's for like 2 minutes. It was like there's no way I'm going to be able to go and
Mm.
finish what I got to finish in 2 minutes. So I just like okay, I'm gonna hold it. All right, so mile 6, mile 8, mile 10, mile 11. I'm just like, and it's percolated. It's like
Yeah.
it's all like just ready to go,
You already
and I'm
got
just
spurts. You
yeah.
got some spurts
You're
going.
just got like it's all like marinated, and and the body's like, all right, it's about to be dinner time, and when we got back to the barracks, we do our little ceremony where they like today you become soldiers, and I'm just sitting, I'm just standing there like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm a soldier, I'm good, I'm a soldier, and then
I'm a
they're
good
like,
boy. Oh, yeah.
and then we're like platoon, and I'm like, oh, we're getting released. Okay, and Fallout. As soon as the T came out of Fallout, I was beelining up the barracks
Oh,
to the,
man.
and then right when I was about to grab the stall door to the toilet, body was like, nah, bro. Congratulations,
Oh,
congratulations. You're about to graduate basic training. Here's your present. It's like, oh,
but you did it.
but I did
But
it.
you made
Yeah,
it.
but I made it. Yeah, it was
That's all
great.
that matters.
That is all that mattered. It was great. Now, do you have any memorable drill sergeants?
Yes. I had we had Drill Sergeant Stratton, right?
Uh-huh.
Drill Sergeant Stratton was Purple Heart recipient. I believe he had a Bronze Star.
Oh wow.
He was pronounced with Valor Device. He was pronounced missing in action in one of his deployments. Like they couldn't find him, and he was like under a bridge or something like that. This is like stories from the other drill sergeants that would tell us. We used to make me and Pacheco. We used to make drill sergeant Stratton jokes with, but we would replace it with like a Chuck Norris, but we would do drill sergeant Stratton jokes. Then they had drill sergeant Oliver, who was like this big ass Texan, fucking hay. He just moving hay on his back, like just big Texan country boy. And he would let us read the newspaper on Sundays to look at the football games.
Yeah.
Like that's how Texan he was.
Okay. Let me guess. He was a
Then we
Cowboy
had-
fan.
I don't remember.
He's from
I
Texas.
don't.
He has to be a Cowboys fan.
He probably
Welcome
is.
to
Then
K-Town
we had
Simbrum.
we had one more drill sergeant. Drill sergeant. Not who was his. I'm so mad I don't remember his name. But he had a fat tongue, so he talked like this, and he
wow.
talked really loud. And he never said private.
Welcome to
in
K Town
plural.
Hayes.
He always said, "Listen up, private." And then now we're like, who's he talking to? But he was talking to all of us. So he was very confusing, and he would say like the weirdest, like to fuck with. I don't know if he was fucking with me or fucking with everybody, but he would just say some things. You're like, what? What did you mean by that? Like,
What are you talking
get in
about?
there, yeah, get in the Humvee like a bunch of Mexicans, and yeah, you say some things like that, yeah.
Yeah, basic the army is the military in general is probably a little racist.
Little racist.
Not
yeah,
like in a
little
bad
ra-
way. Not like in a
In
bad
a fun way.
In a fun way,
To
like-
everybody.
Yeah, but
Everybody
I
gets a
understand.
racial.
So you went to basic with Pacheco.
Yeah.
Were you guys in the same company?
We were in the. He was 2 bunks away from me. We were both
No
top
way.
bunks.
Oh,
Yes,
you're both
and we
top
would
plugs?
sleep-
Okay.
Yeah, we would both sleep and look at each other at night.
Pacheco's gonna be on this also, so look out for that. But yeah, I didn't even know about that. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, that's why we were so close when we got to the unit.
Singram. Yeah, Singram just said it's not racist if it's against everyone. Exactly.
Right?
It's not
The
racist if
Army's
you hate
fair.
everybody. Hey, they hate everybody,
Yeah.
so it's not.
Everybody gets shit on.
Everybody gets shit on. So, all right. So you graduated from Fort Benning, Georgia, home with infantry, blah blah blah, whatever, and then went to Augusta, Georgia for AIT. How long was your AIT?
Supposed to be 6 months. And I was there for like 8 or 9 because I was a holdover because they never got my orders to ship me out after I graduated.
Wait, the Army messing up paperwork?
Again, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm guessing you traveled by bus.
Yeah, we did bus.
Yeah, you did bus.
Wow. Welcome to K-Town Mo.
What was your first impressions getting into AIT environment, the schoolhouse? Were you expecting the same thing like at basic, or what? What was your expectations?
You know what? I had no idea.
Oh,
I
okay.
just knew, okay, we're gonna learn our job. I barely. I'm too much. You're too much in like. You think you're an infantryman.
Yeah.
You know, when you think you're a rifle, yeah, I'm a fuck. And then you get to the AIT and like soldiers are walking around with their little phase badges, you know,
and they're
like,
Camelback, and you're just like, yeah,
yeah, they come back and they got a soda in their hand. You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
like, where am
Yeah.
I? Where am I?
Yeah, you go to the barracks and it's like a frat house. Like it's
So let's see.
Fuck
If you were there for
Yeah.
8 or 9 months, you were phase 5 plus.
yeah.
Hmm.
By the end of it, yeah, I was 5+.
So what did you do, young Mr. Medina? What did you do to blow off steam at AIT?
Oh man. Let's see. So where did they? Okay.
Ooh.
There's what was it called? Washington Road? Is Washington like
Yes.
the main road?
Washington Road. Yeah.
So like a lot of the phase 5 pluses would get hotel rooms, right? And they would do a lot. There would be a lot of drinking,
no.
underage drinking. Yeah, I
Now,
know.
Now, I'm not. My memory is a little fuzzy, but was that allowed by AIT soldiers at the time?
No.
What?
If
Get out
you're
of here.
really ballsy, you were drinking in the barracks, which we did. You know,
I mean,
I may have had a bottle of SoCo under my pillow, and then it's also the first time. I don't know if you know this. There were females around,
get
and
out.
things would happen. Yeah, things would get weird.
No. What?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what did
Well,
you
yeah.
think about the like the training you received at Fort Gordon? Did you think it was high speed? Did you? Because when I went, I was a radio operator. You had the Singars, and then you had what was before the Singars. That's what we learned. We learned teletype when I went to
I
IT.
learned RAW, Smart T, Heglos, KU.
Okay. And then
The-
were you
the-
able to use that when we get? Well, we're gonna get to that later. But were you able to transition that into the actual army when you got out, or was it a
Yeah.
totally okay? Okay. So
Welcome to K-Town Sushi Mama.
all
I
right. So
graduated second of my class, second highest in my class.
wow, look at you. Oh,
Fancy.
my God. Fancy schmancy. Okay. Why weren't you first?
So another black guy was smarter than me. I don't know what his race has anything to do with it.
Why? I don't see how that has to do with anything. Like I don't.
So you
understand.
can have an image of what
I
you
mean,
look like.
he was a soldier. That's what I imagine. What
He
was
was
your
green.
what? Okay, what was the worst part of basic and AIT for you?
Worst part of basic. mm, I think probably just dealing with other soldiers that were just. There was a guy I hated. I hated, but because he just quit everything and you just complain and you just want to. Ah, my God. So
There's
yeah,
always
there's
one.
that.
There's always one.
There's always we had
There's
one.
always there's
We had
always
for
one.
sure we had one.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's always
and
one.
then in AIT, I think the thing I hated the most it was a little disorganized. It was a
Again,
little like
again, the most professional army in the world disorganized. That's crazy.
yeah, who it's just like I kind of mentioned earlier. I was there after I graduated. I was in that freaking platoon doing nothing, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I learned how to ditch that. I learned how to ditch the formation very well,
Whoa.
right? We had a little me and my other buddy.
Mr. Second in his class was ditching formations.
That's because I was smart.
Ah,
Right?
that was
When,
you are a smart
when
cookie.
the morning when we would form up, me and my buddy would get lined up in the back, and there would always be another company that would march right behind us at that time, and we would join their company march, and then we would, as we passed by the DFAC, we would break off and go into the DFAC,
That's
and then
some
we had the day free.
that's some Polly Short in the army now shit you got.
Yes, it was great. It was
That's
nice.
crazy.
That was great.
Okay, so when you finally got your orders, the army, because the army never messes up. When you finally found your orders that you lost, apparently, because that's what
Yeah, I
happened.
lost them. Yeah.
What was your first duty station?
Schofield Barracks, Hawaii.
Oh, and were you excited about that when you saw Hawaii on there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
When I seen it, I tried not to smile. You know, I was like, oh yeah, cool, got it.
So
Roger that.
now,
Ow.
I got there in 2005. You got there, so I was probably there for at least because that you came right into 556, right?
Yeah, you guys were
Yeah.
just getting back from Tachi.
That's right. We came back from our first deployment. Yeah, you missed out on a good one. That was a good one. All right. So you get to the unit. What was your first impressions like of 225 BSB? Because that's where we fell under. And then you came to us. And what was your first? And tell us who, what was your first impression as you like when you met Robotop, Reinberg and all that stuff. So tell me all about that.
Let's see. So when I get to the unit, when I get to the battalion, right? There was like a day or two in processing where I was just kind of chilling, just waiting for you guys to pick me up. And then I get told, hey, you're gonna go to 556. You're gonna meet up with your NCO there. And my NCO didn't show up. Right?
Who was your NCO, by the way?
Weekly.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
And we're gonna get to it, but because he went to basic training with another buddy of ours that's gonna be on here, Pacheco. When you first saw him, were you like,
yeah, oh yeah, I was like, dude, and he was like, oh, you're gonna fucking love it here, dude. It's fucking awesome. And I met Geronimo. That's when Captain Geronimo, right? The Filipino. And then we had Reinberg. And then so because Weekly didn't show up, Ray was the one who first picked me up.
okay,
Right. And then he takes me to the homeless shelter. That's what we called it. The
barracks.
And then I met like
those are the best barracks of World War II. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Then I met like Thomas. I met KJ. R.I.P. The great
R.I.P. KJ. Yep. R.I.P.
KJ. I think I met you shortly after. You weren't in the homeless shelter, but I met you shortly after. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like, dude, I felt good because I was the youngest person I believe in the company.
You were a baby,
right? So
you baby.
I was in it. So you guys all just got back from deployment, and like it was like I had just had and I'm the oldest of three, so it was like I got a bunch of big brothers, and everybody was just like, Medina, don't worry about shit, and Medina didn't worry about shit. Medina never worried about shit.
So most people hear stories about when they get to their first unit, they get hazed and whatever, and like the new guy stuff. Did you get any new guy shenanigans like exhaust samples or prick E7s?
Checo did. I'll let him do that one.
Okay.
Let me see. I didn't. No, I didn't. Like I said, I felt like I was taken care of.
Okay.
Where it would be like, let's say it was like I can't think of which NCO would be like, hey, but you don't worry about it, but watch this. And then they would do it to the other privates, where they'll do like the ID-10 Tango,
Yeah.
or they'll do the exhaust fume samples, the blinker fluid. But I feel like it was rarely done to me, or it was like gonna be done to me, and then another NCO would be like, leave Medina alone. Leave him.
I'm not like when I first saw you.
I like your hand tattoo.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Don't.
Sorry. I forgot.
I'm fucking this monkey. All right. You just hold it. All right.
I hold the tail. Yeah.
So I forgot what's going. You fucked me up. You jackass.
I got.
You got
nobody
me.
fucks Medina.
Nobody fucks. Oh, that's right. When you first got there, I was like, oh god, another Mexican. I'm just kidding.
You did.
No, when I first talked to you, I was like, this guy, he's a good guy. He's a good guy because like he's a good guy. I was like, I wish I had more of him and more Pacheco's, even though everyone thought you guys were the biggest pieces of shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
not we do our job,
but not pieces of shit. I mean, like, not your work ethics, but like your attitude. Like you weren't like, you guys are just, not, I don't want to say smart asses, but you guys are just like, what's the word? I guess smart ass would be probably the best, but not disrespectful, mind you. Just like Pacheco would be like, smoke me, oh, we're getting smoked, let me get smoked. Yeah. I was like, Pacheco, shut the fuck up, man. Okay.
Like if you were getting smoked, I'd be like, oh, we're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
And then let's keep doing some push-ups.
But I mean, as far as like everyone just was like, oh, I can't deal with those guys. I can't handle those kids. And I'm just sitting there like, what do you mean you can't handle them? They're fucking. You tell them to go do something, they're gonna do it. And then I don't understand. Well, yeah, but it's just their attitude. It's like, what's wrong with their attitude? They're just
getting it done.
They're getting it done, and they're not miserable about it. They're trying to have fun.
Yeah, remember those NVGs that went missing? We found them.
Because you probably took them. Tried to sell them for some Modelo or something. I don't know. Some burritos. But and now I think we were geared. Just got back from but we were geared up to go to.
Welcome to K-Town. She bites hard.
Warhorse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me ask you something. During this time, what was your marital status?
I am officially annulled, dude. I'm officially.
Can you get annulled after almost a year and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
After 9 years later, 10 years, whatever. Do you know what? My wife's probably watching this. You're making this different.
So this is all alleged, by the way.
Yes.
What's the Army's IG? This is all alleged. It's all hypothetical. None of this is true.
Yeah.
So
you can't double jeopardy me.
You can't double jeopardy. I mean, others. But most soldiers to get out of the barracks would do what was called a contract marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now,
I'm an expert at that.
During that time, we had a first sergeant come from the 82nd Airborne by the name of Christopher Wallace, no relation to Biggie Smalls. Now, he was, by the way, great first sergeant.
Fucking speed.
Fucking the most, but he smelt your bullshit. So he concocted this little plan. What was that plan? I can't quite remember. What was it? Because I think it had something to do with living arrangements. That's all I remember.
You're talking about downrange?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to live with my wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which was, what's crazy? When you're just like, just got back. I know it's a little tangent, but you just got done doing like a 24-hour mission, You know, I just went to McHenry and I came back on a chopper. And I'm like, I'm gonna go lay down on my chill, and my wife is in bed with another woman. It, and then I would go to you, and we would hang out and play Marvel vs. Capcom.
Big fat golden gun. Big fucking golden
Yeah,
gun.
Call of Duty.
So when you found out we were gonna deploy, what was your impression? What did you think? Like, what was going through your mind? Like, what's it?
Man, you know, I don't think I took it serious enough to be real. I don't think I understood the gravity of what was happening.
Okay.
Because everybody made me feel like, hey, Medina, you'll be good. Just like I don't know if either they downplayed it or they were like, I mean, if I was to look back, if I was in hindsight, I think everybody has their own way of coping with it, and like, you know, everybody doesn't really talk. So like, I didn't realize all the other senior NCOs or the guys that were like leading were like, this is how we get through to the next deployment. You just stay there, and if something happens, just listen and execute your job when you need to execute your job.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see, we were at Warhorse, so it wasn't too spicy there. I mean, we had some moments, but did you when you hear the words deployment and during the time that we went with everything going on, were you like did you have this image in your head where it's going to be like, oh, we're going to have bullets flying over our head, we're going to have mortars, we're going to have Hajis just storming the gates, stuff like that?
I think I remember like being in that Chinook that when flying in from like I think Baghdad. I don't know wherever we were. We get into Chinook or Kuwait. Who knows?
Yeah.
In the Chinook, and we get to Warhorse, and like, no, I feel like what I did is like I ignored whatever signs. Like I'm like, hey, nothing's happening. It's gonna be an easy deployment. That's gonna happen. And then like even the first time I heard IDF, and I'm like, it's like to do.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. But that first time you feel like you're like, when you hit the ground, you're like, oh shit, I got it. This shit's a little bit different. I should take this a little seriously.
You should have been there when we were at Taji, the one before that. That was spicy. But so you and then you get there, and after the first few months, what was your thoughts on the deployment? Like, would you expect it? Was it better, worse, same? The experience?
I felt like too, and you were part of one of these ones. I felt validated that I knew my job. I knew my shit.
Yeah.
I was effective at my job. Everybody knew I was good at my job. I felt I had a level of respect. Like hey, Medina can get it. Medina can fix it. Medina can get it done. Medina will know what to do, or you know, like I was like the golden boy for a bit. Like I got called by Colonel Frost by name for a mission on one at a time. Hey, that's a good little badge number for me, dude. I got a little golden sticker for that one.
Okay, little gold star there.
Yeah,
okay.
Little gold star for that one.
Okay.
Right, and then I felt really good, and then that whole not getting promoted thing shit happened. Remember that they didn't want to send me to the board for I don't know what fucking reason, and then I remember Hank, everybody fighting for me to get like Medina needs his stripes. Everybody's like here, and then I'm like, I felt good because like I said, you had my back, everybody else had my back, and I didn't end up getting my stripes at the end of the deployment, and after that I kind of felt, and I came back, I felt a little bit deflated about the military.
Yeah. I was I went through the same thing. The guy who was supposed to pick you up at reception took my spot at the promotion board. I felt like he sucks. Mm-hmm. Nothing against him, but I was like, I'm a better leader than him, better NCO than him, and why did he get to go? You know what it was for you, bro? You probably didn't have a high enough PT score. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, but I needed it. But probably like a
280,
350.
no, you probably needed like a 295 or 290 or something. So you probably got like a 285. So yeah, that's dude. You know,
I don't even know. I don't even know if you're joking because
I probably
you,
I probably
you
am,
know
but
I
I'm
was
probably
Mr.
not.
You know it was Mr. 300, right?
Who?
Me? You
No,
remember me?
no,
Yeah.
no.
I was
No.
so let's say soldier of the month, soldier of the quarter. I got gypped out of soldier of the year, and you know that.
Yeah, you did. Which is crazy to me because like you knew your job. And I felt like I mean, you were young, but
Welcome to K-Town B. Axon.
from when you came to the company to where we were at in the deployment, you matured a lot. Not a little bit, a lot. Still had room to grow. You're still a little bit of a, you know, you you're still a little bit.
I'm still me.
You're still you, but and like you said, you won soldier of everything, and you got that little gold star from the colonel by name. And I was like, this kid's a lock-in for the promotion board. He should like his PT scores was great. He knows his job. His NCOs love him, and I was like, I don't understand what the problem was. And at the time, I didn't, I didn't really have any insight into that stuff because I was sergeant still. I think I was an E5 still.
You were an E6, I think, or
Was okay. I think and I was still I was everything apparently that deployment. Armor, piss test guy, mail
you
guy,
were in the armory for a
fucking
while. Yeah.
everything, and I'm just like I had so many titles that deployment. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck's going on? And because I know one of our other up and coming bright stars was Sanchez. Little Speedy Gonzalez over there.
Yeah.
But, and Pacheco, he, I know I was fighting. I know him. I got into a couple of beefs with other NCOs about him because his attitude was too. It's not serious enough. He's always it's like, bro, just let it go. Did he disrespect you? Well, no. Did he cut? Did he do what? Did he not say sergeant? This that? No, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I understand. I get military courtesy and stuff, and I get all that. But you can take the stick out of your ass just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were deployed, so it's like, bro, it's not that serious right now. Okay, just chill the fuck out. Like, and like I seen how certain NCOs treated other soldiers, and I was just like, because I remember I'm not gonna name names, but it was an NCO who just had two soldiers go to their platoon, and they had just gotten off a night shift, and they didn't go to sleep yet, but they went straight to work. And I called him up, I was like, hey, I know you guys just got those kids today. They just left here they just did 24 hours. It's like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. It's like, no, they need to get some sleep, bro. It's like, no, we'll swim away later. And I was just like, just went off on him. I was like, this is some bullshit. If you don't get them the fucking rest, I'm gonna come over there and put my foot so far up your ass.
Yeah.
You know, and like, it's ridiculous, man. And then there's the whole taking your pants off incident with a certain other Asian, but we're not gonna mention that one. So
there was only one other one, so I know. Oh, okay.
I know. I know. When you so I guess from basic to when you graduate AIT to end of that deployment, do you think you changed? Like,
absolutely.
As a person, like, do you think you matured, or like when you look back on that Medina, what do you like? Are you like better? You think you're a better version, or do you think you know, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, how do you feel like you've not evolved, but like progressed as, you know, an adult?
I guess a little side step. Were you there the last day?
I don't remember, honestly. I
You
think
would
I went
remember
back. I think I went back early.
back early,
Yeah.
right? So I think you know about the last day though.
I
No,
no
we
refresh
got
my
hit.
memory.
We got hit with 19 mortars at the camp.
Oh yeah. I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was.
So that I feel like from before that day, if that day didn't happen, I think I would have been a little bit different.
Okay.
I would have been in a way better position because
Welcome to
from then
K-Town B
the only
accent.
thing that was really significant was like a couple Hellfire rockets that got a little too close. I did a couple missions with Web that a couple uh small little stuff happened, right? Nothing too significant. I had one thing I had to pull my rifle on a vehicle on a convoy, but nothing that I felt like that impacted me. Like putting a couple in the ground or at an engine isn't like devastating, to a young mind. But that last day did something to me, and if after that it was like there was a skew to the thing is I didn't know it at the time. So the Medina who was there was that you're talking about was a Medina that confident, felt accomplished,
Yeah.
right? Uh, did something with his life, was part of something greater. Uh, felt like he knew what he did something right. Like I felt like a lot of the thing that was under the surface that I didn't know was like there was a ticking time bomb
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't
we'll
know.
get to that. We'll get to
Yeah,
all that.
but
We'll get to all that.
other than that, I think I felt like I was a fucking hero.
Awesome. Yeah. And let me tell you about this guy. I needed a computer and I didn't have the money for it. This guy went and bought it for me and I just paid him back in installments. He was basically my bank. And because it bought me that, I was like, I need a computer, but I don't have the money for it.
When I did that?
Yeah, you did that
When did I do that?
at Warhorse.
I did.
You did because you didn't spend any money. You stacked.
didn't.
I don't even know if you spent your bonus money. Honestly,
Anything I spent it on, I irresponsibly spent it on a car.
pause. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. No, but I'm talking about your bonus from enlistment.
I spent it on I had a car.
Oh,
I did
okay.
have a little Oldsmobile, but
Lowrider?
I mostly just spent it out. I mean, I had got like nice TV, PlayStation, video games, clothes.
The usual stuff. Yeah.
Usual
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so
Christmas gifts for my family. I spent a lot of good money on Christmas gifts for my family.
well, yeah, your family is awesome. So I mean, like I said, your mom is a wonderful woman. So you save some bread in the deployment. You know, when soldiers come back from deployment, they save some money. They like to splurge on things. You know, some buy expensive electronics. Some buy BMW 8 Series.
Six
You know,
years.
you sure? You sure it was a 6? I thought it was because it
Six,
talked
four,
to
five. Yeah,
the car talked to you.
it did.
It
And it
did,
had the
okay.
little the
So
double 22 chrome deep dish rim. But yeah, whatever.
yeah, and how long did that car last?
Like 6 months.
Now,
But I felt so cool.
I was gonna say no. The car was cool. But I distinctly remember that there was a young staff sergeant who you kind of looked up to. He's an Asian guy, and he was like, "You shouldn't have bought that car.
Yeah.
You should have bought something more, not more practical. Not saying you shouldn't have bought a nice car, but something more practical. Now I don't know who that was, but
half the price, a quarter of the price.
and maybe like with a warranty in case it did break, you know.
A warranty would have been great.
Yeah, but now being that it's God, was it 18 years later? I told you so.
Couldn't wait.
I don't know.
Couldn't wait.
I waited 18 years.
You know, I was the what's the word like word? The poster child, the poster boy for like, don't do this. That
Yeah. Did you
that was
put
me.
all your deployment money on that car?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. I hope not, because
No, I didn't.
I was like, for the
I
smart guy that you are, that would have been a dumb move.
I still had enough to get rid of that car,
Uh-huh.
have no loan pay, because the car paid off the rest of the loan, right? And then I got the truck right after. I don't know if you were in the unit
I
still,
think
right?
so.
For
Yeah.
the yeah, and then I got that truck, and that was brand new, and it was affordable payments, and I
Oh,
mean I still could have went a little lower. I
you
still
didn't
could have
get
been a little bit more.
you didn't get a 22% APR.
I got a 12% APR.
Oh, look at you.
And still not great, but it was better than 22.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. All right. When you did you only do one enlistment?
Yes.
You did it. So that was gonna be my question. When you decided to join the army, were you planning on doing like just one and done, or were you planning on staying in for a little bit?
I think up until we came back from that deployment, I was like, I'm gonna probably do another
Okay.
enlistment. And even if I said the opposite in my head, I was like, I wanted to do. I think I probably would have. If I would have stayed in, I probably would have went like to go to try to be a ranger, freaking airborne or something like that.
I don't know if it
I
was
would've done.
you, but was it you that mentioned something like you wanted to try to go to SF?
Yeah, I was on,
Yeah.
and I was like freaking in that.
Yeah, yeah, you were in shape, dude. You're in really good shape. I'm not gonna lie, because I know
Thank you.
Pacheco was like he wanted to go to Ranger, and I was and all that stuff. So, but so did you PCS or not PCS ETS from Hawaii?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. So what was that like? Your ETSing was
Dude, that was the biggest fucking shitbag. That was the biggest fuck. Ah,
what
fucking.
did okay, so when you transition out, did you feel like the transitioning program helped, or was it just a big
Hell no.
yeah,
Hell no.
that's the answer I was looking for. Okay.
Dude, what did you even teach me? What? You didn't have any accountability. Like I never showed up, and nobody called me and said, "Hey, Medina, where'd you go?" And then I'm like, I don't. They would just tell you, "Hey, this is the VA. This is where you go. This is the GI Bill. This is a VA loan. Good. Talk to you later."
Okay. And obviously you got a VA disability and all that stuff. Not to get into the percentage of stuff. So basically out processing was a joke.
A joke,
Kinda,
a big
yeah.
joke.
So there, and this was I think before the big push with trying to do finding jobs or helping
Mhm.
get career like resumes and stuff. Which
Yeah.
when I got it, it was still
Yeah.
um
I feel
the
like that shit didn't happen till like 2015, 16.
yeah, I think so. Oh, it definitely didn't happen until at least 2015 because that's when I was getting
Yeah.
going through that process. What now that's you're out. You got your papers, you got your DD 214, you got your thank you, you got your pat on the back, whatever, and you're back home. What was going through your head? Like, what were you like? What am I gonna do? Did you have any idea what you were gonna do next, or?
So I thought, actually wasn't worried. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get out. I had a little bit of change put away. I was actually able to put some money away, and then I'm like, I got all this experience. Gonna get a job, no problem. In comms field, who wouldn't want to hire me?
And you were a
Right?
superstar, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, you knew your shit. How'd that work out?
Nobody wanted to hire me.
Nobody wanted to hire you.
Nobody wanted. I did. I think it took like. I got out in July of. I think I had active duty in 2012 July. I didn't start working. I think till like the beginning of the following year.
Mhm.
Right. And by the way, I'm also transitioning, not sexually, but I'm transitioning to like civilian life.
Welcome to
And it's
K-Town
like
Amanero.
I'm like freaking. My blood pressure's like, you're just used to soldier mode, and things are not going right,
Yeah.
and you're like, run.
I'm glad you touched on that too, because we're going to dive into that in a second here. But so like when you were going through the out process, you were like, man, I know my shit. I'm
Yeah,
vet, deployment. I got all these certs and stuff. I'm gonna get a job easy,
yeah,
and that's what most at that time vets were like. Oh yeah, I can get a job as a contractor with so and so and make
yeah.
six figures a year.
We
And
we worked on um, private contractor equipment. You're working on
correct.
Cisco routers. You're working
So
on Harris radios. You
Harris
know, like
radios, yep. When you so after that, when you couldn't find a job, were you kind of like regretting the decision to get out? Did you have any regrets at all at that time?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because you know you like I know how to be a soldier.
Hmm.
You know, like I could just buckle up and just do that. Or worst case scenario, I don't like my job, I reclass. Like
So now, when you were in, you didn't like when you came in the military. You were healthy, clean. You, as far as you know, you didn't have any mental issues or anxiety or any of that. What about, let's say, 6 months to a year after you got out? What was your body like then? Was it
I was very angry. I was very, you know. So here's the crazy thing. I remember my mom one time waking me up, and like I'm in bed, and she's waking up. She's by the door, and she's like, I'm like, why are you by the door? Like, why are you waking? She's because you're scary when you wake up. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? She's like you freaking jump and you get like this. And then also other times where I would have like outbursts,
yeah?
and my dad would be like, why are you so angry? Like, what's dude? Like, what's happening? Like, what's up? And then
Yeah.
I had one incident also at SeaWorld,
Hmm.
because I didn't realize that what the IDF impacts did. And we're at SeaWorld waiting for the fireworks. And that first firework comes off, and I just started running. And I'm with my family. And I was just like, because I didn't know where to go. Like, you're like, where do you go? And my parents are like, what the hell just happened? That's when I was okay, something's not.
Something's not right. Yeah,
All
and
right, yeah.
people don't like. And when we're in the military, like, we're trained and we have that. I don't want to say like the invincibility cloak, but like
Welcome to K-Town B Axon.
we don't. At the time, we're just like it's whatever. We just brush it off like it's nothing. But we don't realize until after, years later, like when you're at a fireworks show or at a amusement park, and then all of a sudden your heart starts to beat a little bit faster, your palms get sweaty, start sweating, and then
Mom
you just
spaghetti.
your knees weak, arms are heavy, and then and you're just like what like, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I remember this was years after we got back from that deployment, and I was at Walmart looking for like a remote or something, and next thing I knew, my heart started fucking beating a mile a minute, and I was like hyperventilating, and I'm just sitting there like, the fuck is going on? And
Yeah.
come to find out,
Because
I
you
had
were fucked up before deployment. You
yeah,
were already pretty fucked up.
and come to find out, like I had a panic attack. I'm like,
Um,
what the fuck is a panic attack? And I was doing research, and I'm just like, why am I like this now? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And so, and go back to my first deployment was in 2003. I don't know if you know this, but in 2003 was the year we invaded Iraq. So
Really?
it was a really, really not so good time to be in Iraq. And we were in Mosul, and I don't know if you know about Mosul, but at that time, not so good place to get
Yeah, no
be in
bueno,
Iraq.
no bueno.
Because I was a radio guy, and every other day I'd be like, all right, Hellfire's on the way. I'm like, oh, Hellfire's. Okay, I'm a new private.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was, and to come to find out, it's a $250,000 rocket that just went up some guy's ass. Like, oh, that's nice. That's awesome. And being on guard duty, having mortars just land maybe like 50 yards away, just boom, 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 and I'm just like,
Yeah.
lovely. And then going on convoys in soft skin Humvees, no armor, down MSR Tampa with IEDs and guys shooting guns, soft skin, and I'm just like,
JJ was the first person to tell me about that.
and then most people don't know this. when we get you get to Kuwait, you do your pre-staging, and you fly out to your base. We drove. We
Oh,
drove.
yeah,
So I don't know. Let's say this is Iraq, okay? Kuwait is down
yeah.
here.
Little tiny thing.
Little tiny things right here, and Mosul's up here.
The north,
So
way in the north, right? Way to
right on the Turkish border. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
what Turkey is. It's not in Iraq. It's in
Not
Turkey.
Gobble.
So we drove halfway, stopped at Spiker for a couple months. That's when I got my first shower after 3 months, by the way. And then we
Mhm.
drove all the way up in soft skin Humvees, sleeping outside on the road with no like nothing.
And
At the
no
time,
sleeping bag.
I'm a new kid. I don't know any better. Looking back on it, I'm like, we were fucking insane.
That's crazy.
That's fucking
exactly-
crazy.
that's crazy.
Like
Yeah.
when we went, by the time we went to Warhorse, we're like, you can't go on a convoy unless you're in an up armored vehicle. You got
Yeah.
all these systems in place, but
Mhm.
no, I was like, that's crazy. So, would you say that you got some? I don't want to call it PTSD, but you had some issues transitioning from military to civilian life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What was it? Well, and how did you manage to cope? What was your coping mechanism?
Besides partying, I mean, I would art,
Art,
hands down.
hands
art.
down. Okay.
Art. I have art, and then you met her, if she's watching. Hopefully, my lovely wife JoJo was a big mirror. Was a big mirror to me going like, hey, you know what? You need to get yourself. You need to get some help, or something's not right. Like kind of
Yeah.
like that constant in my face, like that's not a normal reaction to things.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would show up like I think she's meant like I would show up home like, oh, this is when I was drinking and driving a lot, and I get drinking and driving is like, nah, you shouldn't. This is a no. I do no, don't do that. And then it's like it's dangerous.
It is dangerous, but I mean,
Freaking,
like, I don't condone drinking and driving. However, there was a guy, I think you knew him too. You know Tafea?
yeah. Oh, dude.
Allegedly,
Amazing. Totally amazing.
allegedly, he would
Yes,
drink
yes.
an entire case of an alcoholic beverage and still be able to drive an act.
A bottle,
normally.
yes. Yeah.
Normally.
I'm not gonna say I've seen it.
I'm not
But
going
I've
to say I've
seen
seen it. I'm not going to say it happened, but because he's a sergeant major now. I don't want to get him in
Mhm.
trouble.
Okay, yeah.
No, but his tolerance was like up there.
Insane, yes.
Yeah. And so like I don't condone it, but I do feel like certain people can function just as fine as they are sober. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I'm Asian, but I'm not that kind of Asian.
Yeah.
But yeah, but when you would you get like when you say you're drinking and driving, would you get buzzed, drunk, or were you
I get pretty fucking
Yeah.
shit faced.
and
But also I used a lot of other substances too. So I was cocktailing it up.
okay, all right. And that was like your self-medication mode.
Mhm.
Did you feel like that was a healthy way of going about it? No?
No, because I always and then also I didn't know it was coping. I thought I was just
Okay.
having fun
You're just
partying
having-
and stuff.
When did you realize that's how you were trying to cope with it?
I came out of a blackout going the wrong way on the freeway.
Mhm.
And I was not where I was supposed to be, besides literally like where I was on the freeway. I was supposed to be, it's like saying, I'll tell you the cities, but it's like, I don't know if you would know. It's like saying I'm supposed to be in Atlanta and I'm in Savannah. Like it was like that. Like now I come out of the blackout and I'm like, oh crap, I still got to drive all the way back, and I'm still completely blitzed. And I like, I'm gonna say what I may or may have not hit, not people, but inanimate objects.
Okay.
And I made it. I made it home, but I was like, that was a very lucky, incident.
So, the great First Sergeant Wallace, once said that everyone has what he calls a C moment, a significant emotional event.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like
When
that.
when you were going through all that stuff, what was the moment that made you realize, oh shit, I need to change how I'm doing things because if I end up going like this, I'm gonna end up a statistic, and you know,
So here's the thing. Here's the thing is that it didn't happen till a lot later in
and
life.
normally that's what because I'm still going through shit from my first deployment, and it's 23 years, and I'm still dealing
Mhm.
with shit from then,
Yeah.
and then 2015 was the worst year of my life, and that's the year
Mhm.
our dear friend KJ lost his life,
Mhm.
and that really fucked me up because
Yeah.
we were in the same town, so
Mhm.
and it 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 didn't like I didn't realize it until God last year when uh things started really going unraveling mentally. Like people, do you think like the stigma of veterans? It's either they're crazy, they got PTSD, they're nuts, or they're fucking they're wife beaters, they're drunks, and they don't they're assholes, and that's usually the stigma that vets get, which is not true. I mean, some of it is, but not
The second
majority.
half, the second part of what you said was
Yeah,
more inaccurate, but
yeah.
the first part
But
was.
majority of the vets I know, they're it's like that meme you sent me earlier. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
and I and I saw one the other day. It was I don't miss the circus, I miss the clowns. Now,
Yeah.
when you got out of the military, um, what was let's see, what was the most difficult? Because at the time you were getting out, you probably didn't think about it. You thought about this after the fact. But what was the most difficult part of getting out of the military for you?
No, I think being by yourself,
Yeah.
being
Okay.
without your your boys, being
Yep.
without the guys to your left and your right is hard. And then like I remember when I came home and I went back to my friends, and like they're not really my friends anymore, you know. And then I had a lot of guys that were just like, Berto's drinking a lot, Berto's using drugs, Berto's a little crazy, so wild. Let's just, instead of being friends and like, hey, you know what, talking to me, let's just leave him alone. Let's just ignore him. Let's just talk shit behind his back.
Yeah.
And I have a couple friends that I still talk to. For the most part, as a blanket statement, like they just didn't understand. And then you're like, damn, you know what? If I got in a fight, none of these guys are gonna have my back, you know. And then you start thinking like, oh man, if Rogers here, Pacheco was here. So even if none of us could really, we're in a condition to fight, we're at least gonna
Oh, bro,
throw our bodies.
you know if you
Yeah,
were getting into a fight with the Hulk, we would all just jump in and get our ass
yeah. I'd be like,
ball
hey,
you
let's
up.
get our ass whooped. We're
But
all gonna
I
get in our
mean,
ass whooped.
because and people don't like you know a lot of people ask what they usually ask you these two questions: why did you join the military, and what do you miss most about the military? And if these people were never in, it's really hard for them to grasp the concept of
Yeah,
that battle buddy that you had, because you can have somebody you went to basic with and you got really close with, and you see him 20 years later, it'd be just like the day you guys left basic. Nothing
dude. Like, what
changed.
do you need?
What do you got? What are you doing? What's up? It would just be like
Yeah,
where you picked up, and people don't realize that camaraderie you have because they
you've
didn't.
literally just been like, and went apart. But I was like, hey, I'm in California. Can I stay? I don't even think you asked me.
Right,
You're just like,
and
come
that's
stay
like
over.
exactly, it's like they don't understand like you got that bond because you guys experience the shitty parts of the military, the best parts of the military, and like and I still have friends that weren't in the military that I'm still friends with, but not as close. But like, it's hard to come back to civilian life and be in that group who don't understand, and like you just said, oh, they probably don't have my back if I get into a fight because they don't understand
Yeah.
what you're going through. It only it
Yep.
and I'm guessing like when you were going through this, another person who's probably a vet also kind of saw what was going on and was like, hey, you good? Like, checking up on like we we are great and terrible at checking up on our battle buddies.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
like, and that's part of the reason. I think a lot of the statistics lead to the the suicide rate going up because
Mhm.
a lot of guys would just be like, "Oh, I sent him a text. I'm good. He said he's fine." Now,
Mhm.
I don't know um, if you know this, but you ever see TikTok and you're like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm okay." Blah blah blah. They're not, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guilty of it too. But it's if they don't understand the things that you've been through and what you've experienced in life in the military and outside the military, like it's kind of hard to tell them, hey, this is what's going on because at the end of the day, they're just going to be like, oh, I asked him, he's okay, he's
Welcome to
fine, I
K-Town
did my
Laney.
part. So and it's like you and me, we don't talk for months, but then I'll shoot you a text out of the blue, and it's just like it picked up right where we left off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Like
great
this right now.
that's the great thing about like it doesn't matter if you don't speak to them for years or years or years. They'll come out of the wood. Like I had Jones call me,
Jones,
yeah,
Cedric.
yeah, call me up out of the
I love
blue
Cedric.
and said, "Hey, let's go to lunch," and it's shit like that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. I felt
because
it. I felt that, and I'm pretty sure if I mean, it was when I did the road trip,
yeah,
right? Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
where when that picture is from? I feel like that came from that feeling of like because I'm blessed to have a good support system.
yeah,
I'm blessed to have good family. I have good my wife. I have and I'm in a place where I've been in a place and I'm still in a place where I can take care of myself, and a lot of other guys aren't.
you're
A
right.
lot of guys that we know, a lot of guys, and just because I'm in the place right now doesn't mean I'm always going to be in the place. There's times
No,
where it's like, yo, dude,
and
I'm not feeling that good or this, I mean, I was in rehab, I was doing this, and then there's times like, you may not hear from me, or you could message me, and I'm not going to respond back,
yeah,
or but just to be like to make sure like, hey, I put in my lines out. Hey guys, I'm here right now. Like, let me know if anybody needs it. If not, if nobody pulls the line, I'm gonna like show up in your face and be
right.
like,
Because I literally had to
yeah.
do that for some. I'm not gonna name drop them, but I know. I live I live in Georgia. There was somebody who was a soldier or in that I was in charge, not in charge of, but was in our company, and this person told me that hey, I tried to commit suicide,
Mm,
and they live in up north. So I was like, at first I was like, I pissed off at him because like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why'd you do that? And then I was like, you know what? Let me. He's like, are you good now? She's like, and they're like, yeah. Well, I got in my truck, drove the 8 hours to them, and was like, I
mm,
sat in front of their house with them. This is for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, they're like, what are you doing here? I was like, I wanted to show you that there's somebody that cares and will show
yeah,
up for
do
you.
your part. Do
When
what you
you,
can.
when you, after you told me what happened, I had to come up here and see with my own eyes, see if you're okay. Cause,
Mm,
and then I drove back. 8 hours just for a 15-minute conversation. And today they're doing great. They got a job, they got a family, they're still here. And I'm not saying it was because of me, but I just, them knowing that someone was there, was willing to drive that 8 hours just to be like,
yeah,
I wanted to get eyes on you and make sure you're okay. That was like old Staff Sergeant Graham. Like, that was like,
yeah,
because I want to get eyes on you. I want to make sure you're good. I want to look you in your eyes and be like, all right. Because,
yeah, yeah.
when you're, because we've had a lot of, not saying every soldier's perfect, but every once in a while they try to BS you, and you got to be able to look through it.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
and then especially with you, because I know you're BSing me, but I let you do it anyway because you give me that.
Yeah, yeah. You, and I know you know. I know
Oh
the
yeah,
look.
I know. I know you know that I knew, but I was just
Yeah,
like, just don't get in trouble.
like I know.
I just
Yeah,
don't
we know.
don't get caught. That's all I mean. Don't do anything stupid. But
More
so
stupid.
or more stupid. So what do you you do art? So is that like, I don't want to say hobby because it's not a hobby. Is that like your outlet for expressing yourself to like your therapy, so to speak? And
Yeah.
and does it
No,
help you?
so at first it was a good way of just feeling better, just like kind of like it's like going to the gym sometimes, like you're just like doing some stuff and you feel better. You're like, there's a lot of times when you're thinking about shit, you just need to tire your brain out, sort of, So like I'll draw, and I'm like, by the time I'm done drawing, I'm tired, and like I'm like I'm done thinking, like my brain's been like kind of cleared out, So it is a therapy thing, um, but then it became a way of one making money,
Mhm.
so which is great. Tattooing
That's
was a way of
important.
making money.
That's important. You got to make
Yeah,
money.
I've always done it, and then so tattooing specifically, something happened when I was apprenticing that was like really great. There was a girl who came into the shop, and she was really quiet. She got a little. She wanted to get a tattoo on her chest. Guy comes. I just think artists know. Hey, girl wants to get tattooed. He tattoos her, and then she does the tattoo. She goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the ATM. I'll get the cash and bring it back." So we're in the back, kind of waiting for the girl, and it takes a while. I'm like, you know what? You might want to check, dude, to see if she make sure she didn't run away. He goes to the front and he comes back outside with the money and then a post-it note. And the post-it note said, "Last night I was raped. I was gonna hurt myself, but I got a tattoo instead." And then that was one of the things where I was like, "Wow, we are. I never know what I'm doing for somebody."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then and then I started tattooing like you. I mean, I started tattooing my people. And then yeah, and then I'm like, dude, how great is it? Like I get to like
Hmm.
sit with these guys. Yeah. And it's healed, it's pretty
Oh yeah, I
it
took
feels
care of
pretty
it.
good.
Like
You know?
this is this. I don't want to like diminish your talent, but this is the second
Mhm.
most meaningful tattoo that I have. The first one is the drawing of KJ did for me on my side
The
of the
the
leprechaun.
sham the
The-
leprechaun one. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
that
that one.
that is my favorite tattoo, and that is the one that means the most to me. And you know, and that brings us to a point like you never know what someone's going through because KJ, for example,
Mm.
happy, always in a good mood,
Loved
always
by everybody.
everybody
Welcome
loved
to
him.
K Town.
Like
I like bubes.
I don't think I've ever seen him raise his voice or yell at anybody, and and to hear the news that
Mm.
what happened was just like what the fuck, and the survivor's guilt comes in because I live
Mm.
literally like 10 minutes away from
Yeah.
where he used to live, and come to find out, my ex-wife worked with his daughter, the one that he was like sending money home to and all that stuff. I didn't know that until the funeral. I was like, wait, you're his daughter? I've known you for this many years, and what?
Wow.
It was crazy, and like, but you just never, you can't tell when a person, like
Welcome to K Town B.
when someone says, "Oh, that guy's depressed. This guy's depression and whatever,"
Mm.
people automatically think like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. That's what depression
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like, but they don't realize Robin Williams, he was depressed.
Welcome to K Town.
Chester
Kikio
Bennington.
THR.
Yeah.
Hi.
He was depressed. These guys and Robin Williams, never in my life would I thought all that. And you just don't know what these people are going through because like everyone's situation is different, everyone's experiences are different, and but and that's why I wanted to do this is because you're not famous yet. I hope you will be because you're going to become a great
Thank you.
artist and a tattoo artist, and and you can look back and be like, look, this is my boy Medina. He uses art as his outlet to express himself, to relax, to tire himself
Yeah.
out. I build Legos because that's what I do. It
Mm.
helps me keep my brain occupied. It helps my hands
Mm.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, and even if somebody wants to just come in while I'm playing a video game and just be like, "Hey, I'm having a really rough day," I'd be like, "Fuck it, let's talk about it." You know, because
Mhm.
that I don't want somebody, because you never know, that person might come in who's thinking about making that decision and then be like, "Oh, after hearing these guys and talking to them, I'm not gonna do it." And then tomorrow ends up being
Yeah.
the best day of their life, and things change for the better, because
Mhm.
it's really you know, mental health is not talked about. You know, when I came up in the military, it was a stigma. Like, oh, if you got mental
Yeah.
health, if you got help for that, you're
If you went to sick call because your freaking leg was broken, you were a pussy. Like
Yeah.
you were like,
so you think, oh, because
Yeah.
I'm feeling sad and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But you know, more and more people every day, especially vets, deal with their demons, and
Yeah.
we just have to be better about it. And you know,
Yeah.
like every once in a while, I'll check in on the guys, like Pacheco. I texted him the other day, and
Yeah.
and there's you, and then Cedric, Hank, Burke. I still talk to him. Terstegi, I still talk to him. Webb, I still talk to him. Guy's Sergeant Major now. And Tafea.
I didn't think he was that one.
Was
Yeah.
it? Last I
Website?
heard it was, but I just saw Tafea graduated Sergeant Major. You remember? I don't know if you remember her from 225, but Wallace, the girl from S6.
The other one. Yeah.
She's a Sergeant Major now too.
Wow.
I never would have guessed that.
Mo was a first sergeant before
Yeah,
he got
and
out.
Mo, yeah, and then Rhodes, he's a master sergeant.
Rhodes is
I think he's a first sergeant now, but he was. I was like,
yeah, and then
Adam
you're like-
Rhodes.
and you're
Adam
like,
Rhodes.
Who's like these guys?
I was like, this guy is a first sergeant now.
yeah.
Like, I remember when he was,
Eunice is like a E7, right?
yeah, and Eunice, that's one I'm really proud of, because she was
I love Eunice. She's
when
hilarious.
she
She's
first got to the
fucking
unit.
cow to head.
She was not my favorite
Yeah.
at first. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, she was not my favorite, but then she
got
turned
molded.
around. She turned around. She did it, and
Yeah.
then after that, like, I saw her when she was recruiting here. I was like, Eunice, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I'm fucking proud of you for what you
Yeah.
become. And
Hammonds doing everything.
dude, I'm just like, and I see all these soldiers these people that were lower, like specialists, privates and stuff, and I'm just seeing them doing all that. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. And I like to think I had a little part of that, just a little
You
bit.
did. You did,
And
definitely. I can for sure say, like, the fact that you're like I said, there's somebody I know had my back. You've proven you had my back. Like there's like when I've seen you, like fight for me or like protect me in a sense, like come with me, Medina. Medina, you're gonna be with me today, or like that. I'm like someone's watching, someone's paying attention, someone appreciates it, and then you would actually say it. You'd be like, hey, you're doing a good job. You're doing it, and like that's enough, And then there's still that, but that Pacheco loves you. We all love, well, even though sometimes you're a little cuckoo in the cabeza, But that's what makes you lovable.
But I would go cuckoo in my cabeza for any of my guys.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
exactly.
Like, even if you guys were wrong, I would still fight for. But knock knock.
Who's there?
You're there, and you'll always be there.
I'll always be there.
So,
All the best people are crazy.
all the best people are crazy, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
So you recently was in New York for a little something. What were you
Yeah.
in New York for, and how was that?
I was in the summer
And by the
residency
way,
program.
fuck you for going to Cat's Deli.
Dude, I love that place. It's fucking amazing. Like my New York trip was awesome. So I went for the summer residency program at the New York Academy of Art. It's a summer program for like going toward for your master's in fine arts. It's a month-long program, and then at the end of the month, you're part of an exhibition. So you get to display your art and have like you're in a show in Tribeca and right in Manhattan.
Oh wow,
And while I was there, yeah, it's like you're in New York.
that's crazy.
Very
All right,
well.
that's what's up.
And while I was there, I was tattooing at Midtown in Midtown Manhattan at Skin Trade Tattoos. A guy at a shop, a guy who's tattooed Tupac, and he's been like a big into Biggie in the hip hop scene. There's other great artists that are there that I love, and yeah, I got to really like immerse myself into that art world. Got to see the Knicks win, which was freaking awesome. Um,
Who would have thought the Knicks after all these
it's,
years?
it was nuts. It was freaking. It was the whole city was like just alive. That's the best way I could put it.
Would you say it was more popular than Taylor Swift's wedding?
Absolutely, absolutely. The whole like it was just like, and I seen so much crap, but it was pretty dope, and it was just like a good time for me, like being an artist, like being in New York. Like I felt like I was doing something right, and going in the right direction. Because like what I would like to do, one of my big goals would be to do a show with installation pieces. Installation pieces being like physical sculptures or structures, and then like I want to do pieces that make people feel uncomfortable, that are military, that are related to the military, but that'll make a veteran say like, that's right, that's exactly how it is, or it feels, or it looks, or. But
Yeah.
I would like for the civilian to be like, I don't like how this makes me feel, and I'm like, yeah, we don't either. Like I watch
It's
what
like,
I want.
have you ever been in the front line arrest in 110-degree weather in full
Yeah.
battle rattle? No? Well, we have. And
Not
it
fun.
sucks.
Yeah,
It sucks.
You're overstimulated. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. You're
Oh,
supposed.
you're
to be.
overstimulated? Try having rockets going off
Yeah.
above your head and then having being yelled at because your comms are down and you need to get
Yeah.
back. Look, yeah.
Everyone's yelling at me. I gotta poop. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's,
And I gotta poop, and it's like
Yeah.
the porta potty. What
Yeah.
do you want me to do? I'm trying here. I'm trying to
Thank
get out
you.
of here. Get out of here. I'm trying to work. I'm trying
Yeah.
to work here.
They ran out of Smuckers at the DFAC. Did you ever have
And-
the little Smuckers?
Like the thing that irritates me,
Mm.
and it's not really their fault, but it's like when they complain about the most mundane things, like, oh my god, Starbucks is out of pumpkin spice. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my buddy didn't make it back home because he got blown up by an ID. But yeah, I can see how your Smuckers is end of the world,
Is-
like
is-
first world. But then I'm like,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, okay, wait,
It's not their fault.
it's not their fault. It's
Yeah.
just, and then I'm like, okay, I got to try and do better at that. And I have, and one of the things that helped me because I don't know if you know this, but I became a cop for a little while, and the thing about that helped me was my time in the military, having to deal with soldiers, good leaders, bad leaders. My experiences made me a better cop because, one, I wasn't quick to pull a gun out in a situation because this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but that qualified immunity is bullshit. In a lot of respect, because I was in fear for my life. Buddy had a fucking knife. You had a taser. You didn't need.
You got a vest on. You have a vest on.
He had a knife, and he was at least 50 feet away from you, and then you decided to blast him with your gun. Like, not just once or twice. Like, it's like
proportional force.
We're trained to shoot, center mass until the threat's dead. It's like, I get it, but me being in the military, knowing how body armor and how ballistics work. Come on, if you're trying to
Seems right.
like I don't
I get
agree
you.
with that.
I get you.
I don't agree.
I got you.
And like I've had plenty of situations where a guy had, some sort of weapon. I wasn't like. No,
Yeah.
first thing I would do, like if it's not a gun, I'm reaching for the taser first because
Mm.
I'm, for one, I don't want to do all that paperwork, and two, I'm like it. To me, proportional force is something like if you have like like a stick or a bat, yeah, it can be dangerous, but I have a fucking taser, and
Yeah.
okay, so like, and at that time, I'm not in fear for my life because I've been shot at by insurgents, I've been blown up by insurgents, I've been
Yeah.
rocketed by insurgents, and my, you remember Brown, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a funny
I love
story.
Brandon.
We were in Taj. This is when we were at Taji. We were outside a Sheikh's house because we had to pull security for him. I'm sleeping in the striker. Brown wakes me up. He's like, "Sir." I'm like, "There's gunfire." I looked this man dead in his face, and it was like, "You woke me up because you heard gunfire in Iraq." He said, "Yeah." I rolled back over and went to bed. And to this
You know who else
day,
told me this story? Mo told me that story.
and I'm just like, it's Iraq, dude. There's gunshots everywhere. I don't. Are they shooting at us? No. Well, then fucking don't wake me up, okay? Like, and because my first deployment, I didn't like. I was scared shitless. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do, and it wasn't until maybe like 6 months in where I was like, I don't want to be like going through the rest of the deployment feeling like this, like scared all the time. And and I'm glad I learned this real early on because it helped me through my other deployments. But when you accept the fact that any moment you can die, you know, this huge weight gets lifted off your shoulders because you don't have to worry about, oh, am I gonna go out and get killed today? It's like, nope, I might die any day, don't matter. So I'm just gonna put that in my. It's like,
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
die. You could die any day on this deployment. So just don't even think about that fact, and you'll be fine. Because you don't want to be out on a patrol or in a convoy, be like, fuck, I don't want to get blown
Yeah.
up. I don't want.
And then what are you gonna do if it does? Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. And then, but if you just put it out your head, it's like, and you just tell yourself at one point you're gonna die. You could die at any moment. Suck it up and do your job so you don't, so you can make it out of here. And then you're because you're not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna die. No, you're scanning, you're making sure and everything. And I carry that into all my other deployments because you can't be distracted in that kind of environment.
Welcome to K-Town
That's
Echo
very true.
Shadow.
Yeah.
So, like, and that's why when Brown was like, "Son, there's gunfire," you woke me up because there's gunfire
Hi.
in Iraq. What the fuck? Hi, Shadow. Like, what? Don't do that. And to this day, he's like, I can't believe you did that to me. He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's Iraq, man. If are you gonna wake me up if you hear gunshots in South
He wanted
Central?
a hug. He just wanted a hug.
And and I was like, bro, just if they're shooting at us, wake me up. Then we'll figure it out. But even then, it's like, I don't like. I remember when I was on patrol and I was going to this domestic. This crazy guy had a AR. He was in a wheelchair. It's a funny story, but we'll get to it. His wife had a silver Forerunner. My patrol car was silver. So when I pulled up to the house, I hear gunshots. I'm like, pa, pa, pa. And I was like, oh, I get on the radio. I was like, dispatch, I think someone's shooting at me. Hold on, let me check. And I was like, yeah, if you tell any of the responding units to come this way. And when I put two and two together, I was like, this motherfucker thought I was his wife. He was trying to shoot his wife. So I was like, he was shooting at me. But like, I wasn't like, dispatch, they're shooting at me. Oh my God. And then just fucking pull out my gun. It's like, pop, 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 pop. No.
Yeah,
because,
yeah. I'm not your wife, dude.
and I was like, thank God I went through all that bullshit because any other guy would have just been like blindly shooting his gun out the window, and Turns out this guy was in his wheelchair and he got arrested. How do you arrest a guy in a wheelchair? Not very easily. Um,
Really?
yeah, and he was being a complete and utter jackass. And my partner there was
Did
trying
he
to
just
get
put
it.
like a boot on his?
Oh no, no, dude, hold on.
Welcome to K-Town, Dusty.
So we were trying to get him down the steps, and we're like, dude, can you hurry up? Like this is ridiculous. You're. And he said, the guy in the wheelchair said, I wish I could stand up so I could whoop your ass. And my partner said, I wish you could so I could whoop your ass. I just started laughing my ass off. I was like, bruh, this motherfucker, dude. But and you know, how long you been tattooing?
2000. Professionally 2016, 17.
Dusty, thank you for the 130 roses. You insane woman, you. Me and Dusty, we're Tres Leches gang, bro. Tres Leches.
Oh, this leches. Oh,
Oh, what's up, SA?
remember the kimchi burrito?
Yeah. Oh
That
my God. Yes, the
remember that?
Mexican Korean fusion place.
Yes.
I remember. I can't believe you remember that too. I was like, I just briefly mentioned it. I was like, I want to try this place. And
Yeah.
and then when you were taking me to the airport, I was like, oh, I gotta stop for you.
Oh.
I was like,
High
like,
rooftop wall.
what?
Yeah. I
Oh my
remember seeing
God.
you were like a kid in the candy
Oh,
store.
dude, that was probably the best food I've ever had in my life. And
because it was in the ghetto. It
was
was in the
no,
hood.
and that's how you know it was good.
Yeah.
That's how you know it was good. It was in the ghetto, and I was like, dude, this is the best food ever. Like, fuck, like, you know, the whole immigration thing. Like,
Love a good.
don't get rid of our tacos now. Mexican American.
Yeah. So like the education. So they go to night school and take Spanish and get a B.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think we shouldn't go after Jose, who's washing dishes in the back of a restaurant, trying to provide for his family. Why not go
Yeah.
after the drug dealer who's peddling drugs? You know. But I mean, that's just me.
But that's been the plight of especially being a Chicano. Like I'm fortunate for having the military thing because I'm a Chicano. SoCal. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten off of a ticket or the times where I was doing something I wasn't supposed to, and I had stuff in the car, and I got pulled over, and then I'm like, hey, I'm a vet, you know, kind of thing. Just like I always do like low stuff. Like when other cops like, can you do this and that? I'll be like, Roger, you know, like, Roger
So-
that. Did you hear
so
my?
You try to play the vet card. Oh, you played the vet card every single
I
time.
play the vet card, but it's all so if I didn't have that, I probably would have. Who knows where I could probably be in jail. But also, I shouldn't have to. So there's any times where it's unfair. I shouldn't have to play the vet card. I've been pulled over with my wife, my kids in the back.
Mhm.
Right. This is one of my last times. I got pulled over with my wife, my kids in the back. We just had a nice dinner. We pulled into our parking lot for the apartment complex. See the cop pulling right behind us, and I go, babe, we're probably gonna get pulled over.
So
We're going to our.
what is your let's get a little political here, just a little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot, just a little bit. What is your opinion on this whole immigration thing? Like, well, for me, these ICE agents they got are fucking
Welcome to K-Town,
horrible.
Echo Shadow.
They're fucking
Mhm.
terrible, undertrained, and just ridiculous. But
Don't they look like the biggest hobbits?
bro, I saw this video the other day on TikTok. It was a construction
Like you're
site.
making Pogues look real bad.
Yeah,
You make
Uh,
you make Pogues look like SF.
Pick a struggle.
you're a struggle. But like, so what is your whole stance on this thing? And I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. That doesn't matter to me. I have friends who are,
LMFAO.
you know, Harris. We are on opposite ends of the political thing, but yet we
Which
don't like
hairs?
Ashton.
My hairs?
Yeah,
My hairs? Oh.
yeah. But
Wait,
I
yours
love
are
it.
on opposite ends?
Yeah, he's. It doesn't matter anyway. Like him and me, we don't talk about like that politics because that's not what we're about. You know what I mean? We're into comics. We're into nerd shit.
Yeah.
and I love the motherfucker to death. I would do anything for him, and you know, so. But
Yeah.
what's your
I'm
stance?
I'm I I believe it's all fucked up, but also it's always been there.
Right. Okay.
Right? That's the thing I think people don't realize is that this attack on like the Latino community has always been there. It's just now being more seen or it's being more observed. I think so. I think that's the hard part. Like of course I don't. Why would you do that to? Why would you separate a family? Or why would you take away birthright citizenship? All that
Exactly.
doesn't make no sense when you
It
got
doesn't.
you got people with felonies that are running the government, or like his wife was a fucking immigrant and this and
It's
that.
not
But
even about that. It's when the border situation happened and people started crossing over. There could have been people from the Middle
he
East.
dep- he's deported veterans.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
ridiculous,
whoa,
man.
whoa! Time out. Why? What's?
That's ridiculous. But anyway,
How did this happen? But
leave
it's
our
always been there.
Hispanics alone.
Yeah.
But just
They're not gonna get rid of us. We're too close to Mexico.
why would we want to?
We just come back. We just come
And
back.
what's funny is I'm going through that process for that agency I told you about, but I mean, like I said, do things the right way. I have no problem with it, and oh, I'm sorry, my puppy's here.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
I'm petting my dog.
What are you rubbing?
My
What
dog.
are you rubbing?
Can I pet
Oh,
that
can
dog?
I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? So
I'm Mexican.
I know that, Dusty. We're tres leches, Holmes. So if you could go back and do things over again, would you change anything? Would you still join the military? Would you still do all
I
that?
would still join the military.
Would
For
you
sure.
would you stay in longer or would you get out still?
Ah, yeah, Trace Leches gang.
I probably would change. This might means this might mean that we don't see each other. I'd probably change my MOS.
That doesn't mean you would no, because your first duty station was so we still would have met. Or are you talking
Yeah,
about when you? Or are we talking about when you're recruiting? You would have been a different MOS.
Probably from recruiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you So when people when you were getting out of the army, when you got out, this is how I felt. Tell me if you felt the same way. One, losing your job. You don't have a job anymore. You don't sense of belonging. You don't wear the uniform anymore. You're not going to formations. You're not going to motor pool Mondays. Loss of friends because you're not hanging out with them anymore. You're pretty much alone because you're a civilian, and just loss of purpose. That's how I felt because it was the only thing I knew for 12 years, and it was just gone overnight. And for me, that transition was probably the hardest part, and it took me a while to accept all that. Yes. So what do you agree, disagree?
No, there's for sure points where you're like, people don't understand, people don't get it. They should get it. I should like you're almost like this not like entitlement, but like you deserve something, right? But I did something that made it worse. Is I became self-destructive, and I started engaging in criminal activities. We'll just put it that way. And because I was because I was a trained soldier,
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, exactly. There's nothing on paper, but because I've been trained, because I know you learn how to fight, you learn how to like if I hear anything below, if I hear anything that's a 5.56 or below, which you can tell,
Yeah, you
right?
can tell.
I don't even jump, right?
Yeah.
So if you're doing criminal activity and you're in an area where that kind of stuff happens, and it's like all these, you know how much more effective you are at being someone who can instill fear or someone who can take advantage of other people. If you're that person who's like not even, I don't know how many times I had a pistol pull on me, and I'm like, what do you want to do? Because if you would have pulled it out and you should have used it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the mindset you're in. So I was like,
Exactly.
but that's how many. I don't know how many times I put that in a situation, but I remember the last time it happened to me. My son was already born. This was like I remember going because when it's happened before, you do the calculations. This guy's had this pistol in my hand, right? Okay, I can push it this way, or I can do this way. Here's the distance he is from me. Here's what I have on me. Here's what I can use. Here's like you start doing all the
Right.
mathematics in
It's
your
like
head.
that. It's like that
Uh,
meme from Hangover. You're
yes,
just like,
exactly. Yeah,
it's like,
because if I would have been in danger, I would have been shot already. Like so, but the last time it happened to me, right? I started doing the mathematics, and then I go, oh, but I have to go. I have a son at home.
mm,
Hey, now
mm,
that's a big one.
mm.
That's a big. So now then you're like, well, fuck. I put myself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, how many times did how many times could this have gone the other way?
Yeah.
Now you start like reverse. They're like, oh man, I got to make even bigger changes. I was already at that point. By the point I was talking about the last time I had a gun pointed at me, I was already making changes, but I had to make more significant changes.
So, in a sense, you had to grow up.
Grow
And
more.
it's funny, like you mentioned, doing the stuff like, oh, he has this gun, he has this gun. I'm like that too. It's like, oh, he's got a Glock. He's probably 19. He's probably got 15 in the one in the pipe. Is probably he's he's black, so
Give it sleeping cars. Give it
he's got
loaded.
FMJs. If even if it's loaded, he's got this. Okay, so it's this far away from me. I could do this and do that. Okay, yeah, it's the same way. Like and like you said, if you were gonna get pew pewed, you wouldn't even see the gun. You'd have just been
Yeah,
it would have been pop.
dead.
That yeah,
Yeah,
dead. So yeah, it's crazy. And and this is at my job too. Like even in the as a cop, they're like, you in the military, you may or may not have gone through some bullshit. A little bit,
mhm,
not a lot, because the
yeah,
military is perfect. All the
yeah.
branches are perfect.
Everybody's
Um, but there's never like shit at the last minute that you got to do, and it just no none of that. And it's always a good
never
time.
that
You're never miserable. You're never any of that.
organization.
Right. It's
Yeah.
always organized. Everyone knows what they're doing. And it's not like you have to empty a Connex 5 times.
Mhm.
Every day. But there, people always ask me, like, man, how do you remain so calm? How do you not find this shit annoying? I'm just looking at him like, you're never in the military, were you? He's like, no,
Yeah,
I could tell. I could tell.
yeah,
And they're like, what was the military like? And I always refer to this meme. It's a merry-go-round that's on fire. Like
yeah,
one of those carousels. It's like, this is what the military is like.
yeah.
It's like, what do you, what? I don't get it.
I
People.
have a little cousin. He just became a warrant officer, and
Oh, he's the good
what
life. The good
yeah, he's
life.
living good life now. So when I was in, he was like a teenager, right? And he when he went to I think he was already in E4 at the time. He called me. He just got back. He just got back from what's the one in Fort Polk called? So NTC, and then there's the one in Fort
JRTC.
Polk. So he just got back from JRTC, and he goes, "Hey, cuz,
God, were
I
you in
mean,
the
I just
army?
want to tell you,
Jesus Christ.
we went to Fort fucking Irwin. I never went to Fort fucking Polk. I never want to go there. But
Yeah.
anyway, so he was there. He was like, cuz every time when I was younger, I would always be like, I wonder what my cousin's doing in the army right now. And I would always imagine you were doing something like rappelling from helicopters or, driving a striker and whatever all kind of, he would say whatever cool stuff. And then he tells me that he was at JRTC and his whole platoon got wiped out by the Op 4 except for him, and he was by himself because he had to wait 24 hours, right?
Mhm.
And he had to build the talk by himself, right?
Oh, wow.
He had to. He was like, and the wind was blowing and all of this, and it was just a shit show. And he goes, "Oh, this is what my cousin was doing." And I go, "Yeah, that's exactly just hating life. Why am I doing this? This
Why?
is
Yeah,
fucking so
this
dumb."
is stupid. Oh, what are we doing? What? No, what?
Yeah.
God, ay, papi, ay, Dios mío. It's, but if I could go back and do it all over again in a heartbeat, I would.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, it's so much fun.
Now, so you 556 was your first and only duty station, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Because I remember a lot of the people that were there would always say, "Man, this unit sucks. This is the worst unit I've ever been in." And like,
Yeah.
like I want to go somewhere else. I'm like, be careful what you wish for, man, because the grass ain't greener on the other side. And I came from a shitty unit, 2556, and then I went to Fort Gordon, and to me, by far, 556 was the best unit that I've ever been in. And
Yeah.
even some others that PCS to other places was like, "Hey, Sergeant, you were right. This place sucks." So I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. And people don't realize
It
that.
was fun. We were in Hawaii, right?
Yep, we're in Hawaii. And what I try to tell people is like, it's not the company that's messed up; it's your higher up. So
Welcome to K-Town Bree.
BSB was messed up.
Hello.
Division was messed up. You know, a brigade was messed up. Division was messed up. High Bree, and you know, and shit just rolls downhill because we had the best first sergeants. We had Reinberg and Wallace. Captains, we had some good ones. We had some bad ones.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, just going on convoys, just like because I did a lot of missions downrange. Like I was the only Quebec for like I don't know why for any mission. Like even though we had other Quebecs for whatever reason, they always send me, and I done them with like the 114. I've done it with sappers, and I've done it with
oh, you got around. You got around.
yeah, I was a little slut.
You slut. You. You slut.
I was with a couple like special operations, like just like running with them, and then you just seeing how they run, just like going outside the wire. You're like, oh, these guys are. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
And then there's other time. I remember one time with one of the engineer, but company, whatever they were, the guy goes, I went outside the wire. Should we have our weapons on red or amber? I'm like, why is that even a question of what your weapon should be on? Like, you should know. It's just I don't. It just isn't.
I'm sorry. What did you? Did you just get? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it just it.
As a matter of fact, I don't want bullets in your gun at all.
Yeah.
Because I
give
me your ammo. Just sit there and be quiet. If you ask some dumbass question like that when we're going outside, bruh. Like when we first got to Taji, I think our very first mission was I think it was Air Force or MI company. I can't remember. They lost their drone went down. They were like, "Hey, our drone went down, or we lost it." I was like, "You what?" It's like $250,000 drone. Yeah, we lost it, or it went down somewhere. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that sucks. What are you guys gonna do about it?" You guys are gonna go get it. I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" You guys are gonna go get it. I was like, "We don't have weapons on our strikers."
Welcome to K-Town Mujer, Medichina Hard Hands.
I seen that. What was that? A dragon?
That was a fly. We don't have any
Big
50
fucking
cals. That was a big fucking fly. We don't have any. You were not the guest. Fly, go away. We had no 50 cals on our stuff wasn't even there. So no 50 cals, no more 19s. We just had our M4s and 249s. And I was like, "You want us to what? You want us to go outside the wire with no crew serve weapons and get this UAV that went down?" You realize we have I don't know if you know what a striker is. It's an 8-wheeled. I know you know what it is, but a striker is an 8-wheeled, essentially a
armored personnel carrier.
Yeah, it's basically a tank but without the turret. So, and we're like, "Where do you want us to put this thing on? Because we don't have a truck bed or a trailer. Like, figure it out." That's so army of you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I think we were out there with 2 infantry vehicles. So essentially it was 4 vehicles, 2 strikers, no weapons, and 2 Humvees with, I think, a Mark 19, not a Mark, a 249 or a 50 cal. I wasn't sure. So I was like, well, if we get hit, we're fucked. Because we didn't even have that. We didn't even have that grenade, like the RPG armor or anything. So it was we're just
Mm.
like,
Oh, the cage
yeah.
around.
All we had was our basic load, and that was it. So like, oh, if we get into a tick, we might be in trouble. But we get out there, we find it, and I'm thinking this when they say drones, I'm thinking like this big, like something small. Motherfucker
Yeah.
was like this big, like this wide, and double the length. And I'm just like, it looked like a Reaper, like a baby Reaper, Reaper drone. And I'm just sitting there like, huh, how are we gonna get that back to base? So we strapped it to the front of our Humvee, where the driver, or not Humvee, Striker, where the driver hatch was. And I got this really cool picture of me riding it. So it's so fobbit of me to do that, but and then we drove back, and I'm just like, our first mission, we retrieved a $250,000 down UAV, and I was like, oh, I feel fucking good. All right, and we get back, the guy's like, thanks, and then it just goes off, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know what award we got for that?
Get a coin?
We got nothing.
You didn't get a coin?
We didn't get nothing.
That's my favorite. My favorite award is a coin because
We
that's
didn't
how.
get nothing.
Hey, how fucking useless are those?
If they're from like an admiral or a general, like a 4-star, it can be in the right bar. It can be because
Yeah.
They-
But
that like
company
you know the
coins
game is.
for the company coin.
Oh yeah.
Why even produce those?
It's for morale, buddy. I mean,
It made my morale
hey,
worse.
it's like, hey, you did an outstanding job. You saved the brigade millions of dollars, and you saved this outage and saved hundreds of lives. And instead of giving you a Army Combination Medal, here's your coin.
I love an Arcom.
It's like,
I
hey,
got a
no,
few
no,
of
no,
them.
no, 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 no. Here's your coin. Congratulations. I hope you feel this. I hope you feel we're very proud of you, and this is.
Oh, the upgrade of that? How about a certificate of appreciation? Hey, here's a piece of paper that has no relevance and is not on any of your
It's
paperwork,
great.
but it shows that we like you.
Right. It's like I would always be like, I was like, I didn't care. I was like, hey, can like Mario and these guys get an award for this? Because we went out and got a $250,000 piece of hardware. Like, oh, we can. This was like early on, so there's like, oh, we can just write it up at the end of the year, put it on their end of tour award.
Yeah.
I'm like, $250,000 UAV, drove out, no weapons, no armor, and came back. It's not even worth it, at least in AAM. I don't know what kind of achievement it is, but at least in AAM. Because
I got an Arcom for one of my missions.
well, it's good. And I was like, I was a sergeant, and then when I didn't give two fucks about awards. I was like, I'd rather have my guys get awards.
I'm not gonna lie. I like me a shiny little dingly thing.
I mean, and that's like I said.
I'm a sucker for them. I'm not.
I'm
pretty
well,
cool.
yeah, but like I was already a sergeant, and I didn't need all that stuff.
You were too cool for them. You were too cool for
Not
them.
too cool. It's just like I didn't care. I didn't care about all that stuff, and I didn't need the points. So I was like, hey, this guy, he's a PFC. If he wants to make NCO, he's gonna need these points.
Yeah.
And he did this. Give him a fucking Arcom. Give him an AAM. Give him this and that. It's like, oh, he's a PFC. We can't do that.
Yeah, I remember that happened to me too.
Right? And it's like, bitch, what?
He's only been in for this long.
Right.
He shouldn't.
It's like, he charged an Iraqi insurgents with his M4 and eliminated everybody and saved the entire convoy. Yeah, but he's a PFC. We can't give him this. It just doesn't.
Remember that one time he told me to fuck off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but he saved. He pretty much like, this is some Medal of Honor types. Like, yeah, but he's a PFC.
He didn't clean the latrine.
Yeah,
He didn't clean
he's
the
a PFC.
latrine, yeah.
He's a PFC. We can't be give him a certificate of achievement.
Yeah.
What did he achieve? Not dying?
Yeah.
What
The piece of paper.
the piece of paper?
Love 'em.
Like, you gotta. That's one of the things I hated about the Army was like awards based on rank and not merit. Like,
Mhm.
like I don't know if you remember, we had to go to like a awards ceremony on Warhorse, and I was listening to the awards, and it was like the engineers, and he was reading off the citations, like they were getting attacked by RPGs and insurgents, and they returned fire and repelled the enemy forces, and was able to continue on and come home safe. And I was like, oh, it's fucking high speed. What are they gonna get? An Arcom, Bronze Star, AM.
AM, yeah.
I was
AM.
like, what kind of achievement is that? I don't think they understand what the like an achievement and a commendation. I don't think they know what the difference is with that. These were officers with degrees from colleges, and
But they give themselves. They give.
I was
themselves- I'm
like,
gonna give.
I was like, how you like you went to a 4-year degree or a 4-year college, got a degree, and not just like a degree in liberal arts. I mean, like an actual like degree.
Something.
And you can't differentiate the difference between a commendation and an achievement. Like getting a 300 on your PT test for the first time. That's an achievement. That's an achievement. Getting Soldier of the Year, achievement. AM, of course. Repelling an insurgent attack. I'd say that at least merits Arcom with a V device, probably. You know, if not a Bronze Star.
Yeah.
So it's
Apples and oranges.
apples and oranges. Well, what's next? What's next for Medina?
Welcome to K-Town B.
What's on the future for you?
I'm going to continue using my Chapter 31, finishing it for the 4 years, for the 3 more years, and try to get my master's in, finish to get my master's in the fine arts. I would like to teach. And then I would like to have I have a few things, and I'm fortunately I'm in the right direction for all of these. I would like to teach. I would like to have a gallery, or at least be in a gallery, and then I would like to work for a company that where I can do something, even if it's not paying a lot, that I enjoy. Example, work for Marvel, work for Blizzard or something like that, where I can do some cool art at the same time.
Well, why not DC? What's wrong with DC?
I can do DC. I
Oh,
can do Images,
you can
Dark
DC.
Horse
You
Comics.
can do DC. You don't like DC? You think Marvel's better? You
It's
think you're
because-
better than me?
it's
You
because
think you're better than me?
Marvel's-
You think you're better than me?
I don't.
You think
I
you're better
don't,
than me?
I don't. Marvel's moving their headquarters to Burbank, and that's closer to me.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's awesome. So, if you were to work on a Marvel character, who would you want to work on?
Mm.
Like what is your like? Oh, I want this. Don't say Squirrel Girl because I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I won't say Squirrel Girl. I mean, I'm a Spidey guy. Everybody knows. I love Spidey, and I don't know. Like, I'm not saying this because it's the movies. The Doom's also anything Doom. I do it. But I'm also. I don't know if you're familiar with the 40K universe, the Warhammer universe.
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
big-
You know, Henry
a
Cavill
big one.
is doing a movie.
I would love it. I would love to work anything where I can work, anything where I can just
OMGG, I love
have some
playing
fun
as Squirrel
visually
Girl in the
and do
Lego
some
Marvel
crazy
games.
stuff. Would be nice. And fortunately I have enough experience now
Yeah.
in the art world, tattooing, and now I have enough experience to apply to jobs like that. I just need the degree.
So, let me ask you this is going to be the most important question of this entire thing. All right. When you become rich and famous, are you going to let me come live with you?
You can live with me right now.
No. Yes. Yes. That's a real friend right there. But
I have 3 dogs.
no, I did too. You still have the Frenchies?
I do.
Oh, they're so cute.
Adorable.
They're
I love 'em.
adorable. I do too. It's so adorable. I want to. You can see my camera, right?
Yeah.
I want to show you this. Since you said you're a Spidey guy, and you know what, that makes a lot of sense too. Your personality, your attitude, is very
Very
Spider, very Spidey.
Welcome to K-Town Cam.
Hey. Okay, why Spider-Man? Oh, I know where this is going. I know. Yes, that's. Tell me you wouldn't see me doing that. You wouldn't- yeah.
I totally would see you doing that. I was like, oh my god, that makes a lot. Did you see the new Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
What did
Yes.
you think of it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I mean, I thought there was gonna be a little bit more, but I think that was me being a little too, like, hey, you know what, Birdo, chill out. You got it. It was enough. Because I would have liked to see Daredevil. I would love to, because the hand was in it.
Yeah. I
But
like
I'm like, you know what?
I like the Spider-Man and Punisher because Punisher's
How great was that relationship?
Next to Deadpool, Punisher is my favorite Marvel character. Only
Have
because
you seen the series, the seasons, the Punishers 2?
Mhm.
The how much of a great representation of the veteran community does Punisher, like, I love how, like, here's an example. Anytime he climbs over something, he grunts.
yeah,
That's the most
Absolutely.
veteran thing you can.
that's the most veteran thing you could do. And he's like,
like
it
that
was
kind
like
of stuff.
the Punisher swears too much. He's a veteran. Every other
Yeah,
word out of
preach.
our mouth is a swear. What? I don't understand. He's too into his gun. Oh, okay. He kills a lot of people. It's like, well, his wife and kid
Yeah.
got killed. I mean, I kind of would do the same. I mean, it's
And then there's a part in the first season, or the second. I can't think which season it was, but where him and the guy who eventually becomes Jigsaw,
Yeah.
or like where he has him in his scope, and he's trying to save the other guy, the one with the black guy with the one leg.
yeah,
He goes, "Hey, like, as us being former former teammates, I need you to promise not to shoot me so I can save him, and then we can go back to killing each other." And then he lets Frank Castle get up, save the other guy. He doesn't shoot him. Like, that moment of, like, I know we're enemies, but because
now-
we were on the team,
yeah.
I'll allow it. You know, and I'm like, that's how that would go.
That is true. Yeah, it was when I think I got to meet John Bernthal too here in Dragon Con a couple years ago.
What? Would you cosplay as? Do you cosplay?
I didn't.
Don't
cosplay
tell me you
it.
didn't cosplay.
I didn't cosplay. It was a last minute thing. My ex-wife got an extra ticket. And she was like, "Hey, Punisher's gonna be here. You want to meet him?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to meet him." So I got to shake it. I looked. Let me tell you something. I looked him right in the eyes, and I was like, wait. No. I was like, Mr. Bernthal, called him Mr. Bernthal. He was still wearing his combat boots. I was like, you're by far the best Punisher we've ever had, and continue the good work. He was like, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But you were shitty Shane. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're a shit guy. Shane was a shit guy, but you're a great Punisher. But, he was really cool too. He was not like.
We got to do a Comic-Con or a WonderCon.
You know,
Let's go.
want for the longest time I wanted to do San Diego Comic-Con, but now I feel like it's too
It's too hard to get into.
Not even that, it's too like bougie. Like it's no longer about the con, it's about making money, you know what I mean? So I know Ashton goes to Dragon Con and another con too. I can't remember.
In New York Comic-Con?
Yeah. I saw pictures of it. It looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, we should totally. Oh, would you want to cosplay us, huh?
Oh, we got. So, but if we go, we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do it. Yeah. You look at me.
Let me see. What?
You have your people call my people, and we'll figure something
We
out.
do like we should do like a Mermaid Man, not Barnacle Boy. No. Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. Who's Ren and who's Stimpy?
I think you're Stimpy.
I probably am.
No, wait. Who's the Chihuahua?
The skinny one was Stimpy.
Ren. Stimpy? I would be the goofy one with the blue nose, and that's I would be that one. And you just call me an idiot. No, Stimpy is the cat.
Is it?
Stimpy, you're an idiot.
That's right.
Which he is. Did you know he's a cat?
I don't know. Was it a cat or I can't remember. It was a long time
Ren
ago.
is a Chihuahua and Stimpy's a cat.
That's so racist that you would pick the Chihuahua, by the way.
No, but you would be the Chihuahua.
You just said you would be the Chihuahua.
No, I fucked it up. You'd be the Chihuahua.
But
And
you're
I'd be the fat
you're
little dumb
Mexican.
one.
But you're Mexican.
Now who's racist?
we established that from the beginning. We are.
Yeah, we did.
We are.
We did.
I mean,
We did.
it's like it's.
We did. Oh, how about this? You could be a rooftop Korean.
And then you be a Vatos Locos forever, home. I may be brown. I may be white on the outside, but I'm brown on the inside.
You could be Chino from Blood In, Blood Out. Jap, you could be Capone.
Are you excited for Doomsday?
I am. I don't want to think about it because I think thinking about it ruins it.
Yeah, just go in there with no expectation. Just
You can't. These Marvel, like, if I wanted the exact story from the comics, I'd read the comics.
yeah, and I didn't read the comics, unfortunately. I never had that opportunity. But
Because you can't read.
yeah, I'm an illiterate Korean. Oh my goodness, I'm illiterate. I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think the Fox X-Men are gonna bite the dust.
Think so?
I think so.
Yeah. Out the gate, Professor Xavier and Magneto are dying.
You think so out the gate?
They're
Okay.
too old.
Well, yeah, they're already talking about the reboot. Who's gonna play Magneto? I think the front runner is Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy.
Oh, Soldier Boy.
Yeah, the guy who plays
Magneto.
Soldier Boy playing Magneto. I was like, I mean, he was a pretty good bad guy with Soldier Boy. I think.
I liked him. The boys is. It's interesting. The boys.
Look,
A lot of penis. A lot of penis. It's a lot of penis.
what was that? One, I think it was season 2. The guy who shrunk down and went up the.
Into the yeah.
You know what I was like,
Wow.
and then he
it's too
sneezed,
much.
and I'm like, oh, he sneezed. Okay, now he's okay.
Yeah.
Gives the
It's a
new.
lot. It's a lot.
Gives a new meaning to the meaning. I want to be in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think
It's
I didn't think literally you meant in me, but
It's a lot to handle.
it is a lot to handle. But all right, I think I mean, so your favorite comic character is Spider-Man, which now that explains a lot. But we all know Squirrel Girl's goated. She's overpowered, but she could two-piece the entire MCU, including Doom, I think.
Yeah, I think it's at least because they made her all cheeked up now.
Yeah.
She wasn't that cheeked up, and now she's pretty
No.
cheeked up.
They're all cheeked up now. Speaking of cheeked up, what do you think of Absolute Batman
Come on.
and Absolute
How sick.
Joker?
How sick is Absolute Batman?
Did you see that skit with I think it was on TikTok with Joker? He's like, who's I'm Batman. Did you eat Bane? And it's like,
No, I think it's-
I'll send it to you. It's freaking hilarious. It's the Joker reacting to Absolute Batman, and it's just like, your thigh is the size of my torso. It's like, oh my God, is that an axe? Oh, yeah.
Absolute Batman is so freaking like to me. That's a comic book.
That is a comic book. I got
That's
into that one.
good. That's like it's a little over the top. It's pretty cool. There's a little bit of reflection on culture, on pop culture.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. It's violent, a lot of muscles. And
Oh, yeah,
shit.
muscles.
Yeah.
I wanted to, now that I know that you and Pacheco went to basic, I kind of want to see when he does his interview. Maybe you can join in and you can regale us about some tales of basic training.
We got some tales.
Yeah. So, but that's it's good to catch up with you, and I appreciate you talking about your childhood and your issues that you went through getting out, and continue to better yourself, not just for yourself, but your kids and your family, your wife, your beautiful wife. Sorry, I meant to say beautiful wife. And I wish you nothing but success in your future. And I really do mean that. Out of, we're not supposed to have favorites in the Army, but you were one of the favorites.
Welcome to K-Town, Dusty.
You were one of my
I
favorites.
feel like
not just because you're a
Han
Mexican.
Solo.
It's for some reason, majority of my favorites are all Mexican. I don't know why. That's crazy. It's weird.
It's just a weird little thing. You know what? All Koreans and Mexicans, it's the Korean Mexican thing.
It is. I don't know what it is, but it's the fusion of the if the two foods can fuse together to be cohesive and work and be delicious.
All BBLS.
And I love big booty Latinas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I don't blame you.
I don't. Yeah, you don't.
No,
blame me.
thank you for inviting me, Raj. I miss your face.
I miss your face too. And
are we gonna make out? I feel like.
I mean, we could make it, but then I don't want your wife to get mad at me. So
she'll let me make out with you.
She'll let you make out. Okay.
You want to tell you something about real quick with my wife? So when the time when I went over with you, when I went to see you, and then I went out with Ray, and she stayed behind, right? And then she was like, I think he's mad at me. She kept telling me like when we left, and I'm like, why? And then she was like, she just kept saying like, it's like something about like it was your fault or where she was like giving to ask her questions, and I was like, did he say it with like a really straight face and like he was super serious, and like it sounded like he sounded like he was like emotionless, and I hear she was like, yeah, like he was completely joking. That's how he jokes. He was just messing with him. Like he's like, but that isn't funny. I was like, it's funny to him.
And it's like, so.
Because if you don't know you're very hard to read.
Yeah, and I pride myself on that because, especially as a cop, you're like, I can't read you. I was like, that's the point. But like when I'm around like my people, I can lower my armor and just relax and be myself. Like with you, Pacheco, like all the guys, like Thomas, all of them. Like I could just and people didn't like the fact that I was an NCO hanging out with you guys. Like people would like point out I was like, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm spending time with the guys. Like we're
just some butt stuff every now and then.
Just a little bit, just the tip. Yeah. But like, what are you talking? Well, you shouldn't socialize with it just sets a bad precedence. I tell you what. On Monday, let me show you this bad precedence. I called Pacheco up. I was like, Pacheco. He's like, yes, sir. You see that building over there? He's like, yes, sir. I want you to try and push it. Roger that, sir. And he went and literally just tried to push it.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, that's.
And it sounds like I believe it.
I'm like, you really think it's an issue right now that he and I like to hang up? No, all right. And it's like, come back here, Pacheco.
I can only imagine how fast he ran to push that building.
And like, I joke with him all the time about it. Like, to me, he's like the Incredible Hulk. Like, not like because he's not like he's like super. I mean, he was big, but he was not like super jacked. I was like, because Hulk smash,
Yeah.
But he's a smart dude. He always played off like he was an idiot. But after like 5 minutes of talking to him, I was like, you're not fooling.
Oh, he's a smart dude.
Yeah, you're not fooling me. I know you're a smart guy. Don't.
The things I've seen him do, like and build and take apart.
Yeah,
I mean, you're like, dude.
Yeah. It's like every week I see him with a new car. I'd be like, it's like, where'd you get that car? It's like, oh, I built it in my garage. It's like, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then I see him like, hey, Pacheco, I need you to go put that OE up, or I need you to set up that system right there. It's like I watch him. I was like,
do his job. Do his job.
I'm like, okay. And then I see other NCOs talking to him, be like, I don't, what? Huh? What? And then I go up to him and was like, hey, Pacheco. It's like, yes, sir. It's like, I know you're a smart kid. I know you know your shit. I know you're not a dumbass. Don't ever insult my intelligence and try to talk to me like you're, like, play it off like you're dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, Roger, that, sir. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Carry on. And that was it. But I wouldn't I wouldn't tell other people, like, oh, I would be like, no, Pacheco, he's smart. He knows his stuff. He knows it. It's like, no, he's a fucking idiot. Blah 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 blah. It's like, all right, whatever. I'll take one.
He's an idiot because you haven't earned his respect.
Right, and that's the big thing. It's like, well, he's like, I get the whole rank thing, but if you don't show him at least a little bit of respect, like, come on, treat him like a human being.
Yeah.
And I that was like my big thing as NCO is like I've had horrible leaders. I've seen horrible leaders. I've seen people do as I say, not as I do type guys. I got the fly. Um, but like at the end of the day, the most important thing to me was, and this is gonna be as cliche as fuck, but the welfare of my soldiers and the respect of them. Because when it comes down to it, I may have to send them into a situation where they might not make it back, and
Mhm.
they have to be able to, like, Roger that, Sergeant. But you know, and God, thank God that never happened. But I know I can tell them if I told Pacheco, I need you to charge those guys shooting rifles at us. He'd grab his M4 and fucking run towards it.
Yeah,
You know.
because everybody would know that you're doing the best decision.
Yep.
That this
And
is the start of everything, and this is the only way it's gonna work.
and when if there were emptying connexes, if I was able to, I'd take my top off and we'd get to unloading because at
Yeah,
the end of the
take your
day,
pants off too.
my pants that was inside the connex, not unloading the connex. All right. So and I wouldn't like respect their respect, and at the same time, like if I am not willing to do what I'm asking them to do myself, how am I going to ask them to do it? You know what I mean? So if it's something I wouldn't do myself, I'm not going to ask them to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I needed them to know that, and like, and this was goes back to when I had got into that NCO downrange. Pacheco was standing right there. It was. I even told him after, I was like, that was unprofessional of me. I shouldn't have had you stand there, but I didn't like the way he was treating you. And from that day forward, he was just like earned his respect, And
Yeah,
even though I already had it, but it was like it solidified the fact that he knew I had his back, no matter what.
exactly.
I had his back, no matter what. And
I can vouch for the same thing for
yeah.
sure.
So and that's a lot of and they don't teach you that at NCO Academy. They don't. That's stuff you learn, and I'm not trying to. It's a humble brag, but I think I was an outstanding NCO, and I think I was. I walked away knowing that I've made tremendous impact on certain people's lives in the company to this day, and I like to think that you are one of those people that I was able to help mold into the person you are today.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I agree. I think
And
so. I think I'm. I remember not to be nice, but no matter how dark the world can get, like you can still help somebody
yeah,
in a sense.
and
Like you can
that's
do
the
something.
that's the message I'm trying to give. It's like it costs nothing to be a nice guy, like be a good person. I'm not a nice person. I'm a good person. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you're definitely not a nice person.
Yeah. So, but and like I used to be so negative and like when I got out, I was just like the worst person to be around. I was always negative, and then one day I just realized like it takes a lot more energy to be angry and negative than it is to be positive. And then
So tiring.
from
So
then on, I
tiring.
was just like, fuck it, it's just. And I turned it around, and I was like, I tried not to let anything bother me. I tried to be positive about it. It doesn't always work, but if I don't have anything nice to say, I just keep my mouth shut. And
Mm.
unless you really piss me off or do something to somebody that I care about, then I'm gonna let you have it because
Yeah.
the in was it where were we at Morris? I think it was not Bommels. It was Thomas and some of the other first platoon guys. I think this is when Lee was on leave and I was platoon sergeant, and something happened and I got fucking pissed off, and I blew up in the office, and everyone was like, after the fact, like a couple days later, was like, "Hey man," I was like, "What's up? I have never seen you pissed off before." I was like, "Yeah, I apologize. I don't ever want to see that again." And I was like, it was just a bad day, and stuff like that. And we all have those
And
days.
sometimes we knew if we were being pieces of shits too.
And that's another thing, like people don't realize, like how do you control your guys? Like, well, I don't need to because they can tell they know me well enough to
Yeah.
know my facial expressions, the way my mannerisms. Like if it's bothering me, they'll be like, "Oh, hey guys, chill out a little bit. It's because you guys. 'Cause I looked at it this way: if you guys wanted to get away with that little bit of fuck games, you needed me. So you need to just keep yourselves in check, so I wouldn't get in trouble, and vice versa. So he's like, "Hey, chill out, man. He's getting pissed off, and you guys would police yourselves." And I was like,
Mm.
"Fucking!" I was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers, and you know what I'm saying. And I was able to make you guys think that you guys were manipulating me when I was manipulating you, manipulating me, manipulating you. So.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You're the boss.
I was the boss. Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
Like that. Just like that. Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. I mean, you guys policed yourselves, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we might have thrown the trash on the floor, but we'll pick up the trash. We'll pick it up.
Yeah. Big fucking golden gun.
Oh yeah.
Big,
That's my boom.
yeah. You pissed me off with that. Those are the best memories.
Those are some of the great. Those late night in the chews. The picture I sent you in your Snuggie.
It's
Like some of those, like where, okay, like being. This is getting a little like one of those times, like being there during Christmas or during Thanksgiving, and it's like, dude, I've never spent a holiday away from my family. That was the first time I've been. I wasn't with my family for a holiday. I'm talking to them whenever I can through webcam, and then I'm like, yeah, this fucking really fucking sucks, And then at night, go to your chew, you're smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Hey,
we had a really good group of guys.
Yeah.
We really had a good group of guys. Like every one of those, like even Dirty Second Platoon, they had some good guys too.
But first platoon was so much better.
We were so much better. We were so much better. It wasn't even a competition. We were like,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's ridiculous. We were the best. I mean, there's no hands down. Like, there's no competition.
It was obvious.
Yeah, I mean, totally obvious. Everyone wanted to be us, but they couldn't be us. You know what I mean? So, but it was a lot of fun. I miss those days. Funny enough, I shit my pants in Warhorse too. Going back to the shoe, and I was like 20 feet away from the porta john. I don't know, man. Me and shit in my pants. I don't get it.
Were you there when Mo was like when he showed up in the bunker during IDF attack with like in just his underwear?
No, I remember Mo during a change of command ceremony when the cannon went off. He like ducked to the ground, dove to the ground. I was like,
it's funny now, but then you're like, he's severely having mental issues.
Like, oh shit, he moved. Oh shit, it's like he's like, what?
Welcome to K-Town Bailey.
And oh my god, Mo was a character. Love Mo.
I have I have a little side story of Mo. Recent story. He came to San Diego. He was like, Dina, I'm in San Diego. Let's link up. And they told my wife, you're gonna meet my boy Mo for the first time, right? And Mo, he was already out. He had a lot of marijuana, and then this I did too much. Right?
Is that even possible?
I did too much.
Really?
I had a little pen. We had a couple joints. I had an edible. I drank some soda. All this was filled with stuff. And we were at a restaurant, and I was like, fortunately, I have the people around me like him, and I was like, you guys, we need to get out of here because I am going to pass out. Like, this is not going to be good. Like, the whole world was spinning. And then, like, Mo knew, like, Mo did that. He did it on purpose. He was like, yeah, I know you are. And then he brought me to safety, but not without letting me know, not without reminding me, like, I caused this. Like that Mo was like, I did this to you. Like, just remember that as I bring you to safety and nurture your life, I brought you down here. And I was like, it's evil, but
that is evil. What did you do to him?
he he just wanted to flex, and that's
G- Do you think he's like a serial killer or something?
I think Mo is a secret genius. He made a heater out of like banana
Welcome
leaves
to
one
K-Town,
time. He made a siphon
LANDYACHT.
out of a water bottle. Okay, when one time we had to empty out the generators,
Yeah.
and me and Bombo were like sucking in diesel fuel, and then Mo comes in and he has this water bottle, and he cut a hole on the bottom with a tape, and then he put it on the hose, and then he pumped it,
Welcome to
and then he
K-Town,
opened the flap, and then it siphoned
LANDYACHT.
all out. And I'm like, wait, you just came up with this, dude? And then he's like, yeah, I just thought of it, and it worked. And I'm like, this is bullshit. That you can't read or write, but you can develop these, but you can just engineer a pump out of nowhere.
So he's MacGyver, essentially.
He's the guy for to the next.
But he can't read or write. Okay.
Yeah, he can read the stars and like the direction of the North Pole and all that crap.
Oh, that's right. He was like, what was he? Not Laosh. What is it?
Plowing.
Palawan. That's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. He was the Palawan warrior. That's right. I
Yeah,
remember.
he was. Fucking well.
Fucking Mo. I miss him. Who else?
Yeah, he's in Seattle. He's a fiber optic technician or something like that.
You still talk to him?
Yeah. He applied to the job, got the job, never spliced fiber in his life, and then YouTubed it on how to do it before he got there. It's a 6-figure job. How much do you hate him right now?
Mo.
Mhm. Mo, yeah.
Weldon Warrior.
The cable dog. The cable dog.
The
Yeah.
cable dog.
Yeah.
Who loved him to death, but was acted like he was a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Acted? Wasn't an act.
Got a job as a fiber technician, but the little tiny fiber.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
YouTubed how to do it. YouTube.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Learn how to do it on YouTube, and then is now getting 6 figures.
Mm-hmm. He just got a promotion.
Oh, tell you what.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Next time you talk to him, give him my number. Tell him to call me, so I can cuss his ass out.
Yeah. Oh, you should have him on here. That'd be hilarious. That'd be.
And then once, well, I would definitely like to I would catch up with him because I do miss him. Last time I talked to him, I think he was either divorcing.
Oh, okay. He was when you were on when he was at his rough patch.
Yeah, he was in his rough patch, and I feel like I didn't feel like I didn't do enough at that time because I didn't really have a way to communicate with him. I think it was through Facebook, but I was going through a tough time
Yeah.
too. So,
He did his little bonker. We all do our little bonker thing,
Mhm.
you know. I mean, I still do my bonker thing.
But 6 figures, and he just got a promotion in Seattle.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put a note here to blackmail him when I.
Yeah,
talk to
easily blackmail him.
He's like, oh my god, no, that's great though. But Seattle's not too bad of a place to live.
He's also religious now.
What religion?
Catholic.
The Palawan warrior is Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Can he even spell religion?
No, he definitely cannot. I will put money. I will put how much do you want? I will bet that he does not know how to spell religion.
I cannot. I'm worried about how I'm going to pay my car insurance. You think I have money to bet? Bet.
Yeah. You'll win that bet if that he can't spell it if you put it on that.
I don't want to risk losing that bet because then I'm going to have to go do some unscrupulous things for money, and I don't want to do that. It involves pictures and doing stuffs and things.
Your feet?
Oh God, no! My feet are horrible. The army fucked up my feet. There's no shot. But yeah, no, definitely. If you talk to him again, give him my contact info. and tell him to hit me up because uh, I want to see how he's doing, catch up with him, and whatnot. But you still talk to Harris?
All the time.
How he goes through like I follow him on Facebook, and I'm like sometimes I'm like I just want to reach out to him and be like, hey bud, you good?
He's just being an angry black guy most of the time.
And I get that, and like some like I see both sides of it. I just want to be like some of the videos he posts, like I want to comment on it, but it's not the comment he wants to hear, so I don't even.
Yeah. You'll just make him angry on black.
Right. Because my first thing is like, my first comment is always like, you need to watch the whole video, okay, and then but I'm like, I see his side, I see his point of it, and so that's why I'm just like, nah, let him vent and whatnot. But like I said, it doesn't affect our friendship whatsoever because I think it was
not
like, yeah. It was like one like I did comment on a thread of his posts. So it was like some guy was talking shit to him about his ideology or his beliefs, and I was like, hey bro. Me and Harris don't agree on politics or how police are handled, but we bond with games, and, nerd shit, and this dude is the best dude I ever known, and we don't even talk about that, and we're still friends. We don't let it affect our friendship. So why don't you shut the fuck up? Let the man vent, because this is his platform. He's not doing anything. Yeah. He's not doing anything. Like dangerous.
It's when he doesn't post. That's when.
And I'm like, so let him do his thing, all right? And Ashton came back. He's like, yeah, we don't, because I was a cop, and he didn't like, he wasn't too fond of cops, so I was like, but we're still friends. We're still boys. If he was like, I need your help. These guys want to jump me. I'll be the first one to show up. Be like,
absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would stop jumping him, and I would help him. The other guys that were jumping him. You get it? Because I would also be jumping him, and that joke went horrible.
That went better in your head than it did coming out.
It did.
Oh, you. But so where are you? I don't want to dox where you're at, but you're in a
third world country.
I was gonna say tropical country.
In Peru, you can say Peru.
No, you're in Peru. What's life like in Peru?
Dude, I'm very close to becoming an expat.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean,
I think if it wasn't for the ridiculous money I can make in your world, I would be
living there.
An expat.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe not specifically Peru. But yeah, like we're here for the summer. We built this place. We have a 2-bedroom spot. Sorry, 2-bedroom. Two floors, right?
Two floors is way different than 2 bedrooms, buddy.
Yes, I know. Okay. That's why I'm clarifying.
I just let you know.
We just built all this stuff from the ground up. Cost us we probably spent about $35,000 on the house.
Really? Okay.
Like when you're talking about like I can't afford a.
How many square feet? How many square feet?
Like this many's. It's probably like, let me see. It's
this many's.
I don't know how square feet. I don't know, 1,300.
That's 1,300. That's like a.
Is it a lot? It's like a townhouse with a second floor.
Like, do you remember my house when you came to visit in Georgia?
That was big.
That was 3,000. That's 3,000 square feet.
No, it's definitely not 3,000 square feet. It's probably like 15, 16.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, for 35,000, and then I get to eat cheap and good. The food's a lot less processed, and it's actually like fresh and organic, and it's just a better quality of life, and I get to kind of pull away from everything and kind of get myself. Because being back home, it's like, dude, it's a there's just different levels of stress that aren't here. You know,
What
so
what's your TikTok?
Copal, Copal, creates.
Creates. And what does that mean?
Copal is a sap from a family of trees in
Oh,
Mexico, and
okay.
it's you burn the copal to like cleanse the air, like how you would like sage, Palo Santo,
Mm,
kind of thing. And I recently discovered it, and I've had a connection with it, and I've been using it and burning it, and I've been getting a lot more spiritual with my artwork, and part of it, like in
okay.
a Mexican Aztec warrior kind of way.
Aztec warrior, Mexican
Yeah,
American.
yeah.
Uh, you're not into voodoo, are you? You tell me, or
No,
witch?
I went into voodoo, but I do a little bit of like this and that, but not the bad kind. I'm a good kind. I'm a good doctor. I'm good. I'm a good
You're good with.
sorcerer. I'm like Gandalf.
You're like Gandalf. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but from the Hobbit, not from the Fellowship.
Oh, okay. Because there's a
Mhm.
difference. That's that. By the
Yeah,
way, the entire trilogy is just them walking. So I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, it's.
yeah. But they do stop walking
But
at a
they
point.
continue. That's pretty much the longest ruck march in
Yeah,
history. Um.
they
So,
were
uh,
infantry. They were
and
infantry. That
whoever was leading was the LT, and that's why they got lost. But
yeah,
are you tattooing in Peru, or what are you doing?
yeah,
Just you are
yeah.
okay.
Peru culture's a little. The tattoo culture's a little weird. Here, it's like it's still kind of new, and it's a little bit. It's kind of a little taboo still.
Okay.
So I do like a lot of smaller tattoos here. They just don't know about the culture yet, really.
Are you planning on going back to the states?
Yeah, I go back on my birthday, August 22nd.
Okay. And the whole family, or just you?
Whole family.
Okay. And then what are you gonna do with your place
Burp.
in Peru? Fart. What are you gonna do with
No,
your
just
place?
sleep here.
Okay.
Sleep here.
So like,
Have
how
somebody
does
come and
Welcome to
change
K
me.
Town, John.
Have someone occasionally come and like check up and clean it or whatever.
okay? So uh,
Dang.
does it work like when you own the land and the house, right?
Not me,
I
not me
keep
personally,
losing.
because I'm not a citizen. But
Oh, okay,
mm,
okay, okay. So you're gonna go back to SoCal?
yeah, I
Okay,
still have
okay.
keep reading the chapter 31. Get that money.
Use that. I still got some left. I need to use that because once I use that, I get my Montgomery GI Bill money back. That's $1,200. But
You have to use that to get that back.
yeah, you have to
I didn't know that.
completely use up your post 9/11 to get that. 'Cause I paid because when I went in, we paid into it $100 every paycheck for a year, and from what my understanding is, in order to get that back, I have to use up all of my post 9/11, and then I can request to have that $1,200 back, and they'll give it back
Why
to
don't
me.
you use the chapter 31 still?
I don't really want to go to school. To be honest with
Oh,
you,
you don't want to go
there's
to school. If you don't want to go to school, it's different.
not go to school, but like I think I have so little left. Like it would be, I wouldn't be able to get like anything out of it. You know what I mean?
But now no, not the GI Bill, the
Oh,
VRNE.
is that Voc Rehab?
Yeah.
I already used that once.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, but
You
that
big
one
silly.
that one is really good though. The Voc Rehab. That's
So I'm using it right now.
yeah, that's a really good one. I'm glad you are because I think I was using it for cybersecurity, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me, bro. And I was like, can I use it to become a police officer? He's like, well, with your uh, injuries from the military, we don't think it's a good idea. All right, bet. I'll just use my 9/11. Okay, bye. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I did get a computer and a printer out of it. So,
I'm just putting my paperwork so they can pay for the tablet, this iPad I'm using.
oh, so you're
But
gonna
I have the worst fucking representative.
well, I mean, with anything with veterans, you're
Yeah,
flipping a coin. Really, it's
whole other freaking conversation right there.
whole other conversation. It's ridiculous. because sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. You know, six, seven. You know, I don't know.
Sometimes
But
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
oh my god, sometimes no good, no good, no my
Yeah.
goodness. But
Yeah, sometimes you're like, dude, I can't believe I just got back pay. You know, they paid for my. I got new tires one time from the SSVS. I don't know if you ever used the SSVFS or whatever it's called.
no,
Some family services. Something family services. They help me get new tires on my car, and I get this. Then sometimes they cancel, right, my benefits application
hmm
because the person, the worker didn't show up to the appointment, and then they sent me a letter saying I didn't show up. And then sometimes I want to make an eye appointment for new glasses,
uh-huh.
and then my next appointment isn't for another year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's not awesome.
not awesome.
Not awesome.
Sometimes they say, you go in there and you're like, yeah, you're fine.
Roger, help! I've gone blind or blurry.
Then, like,
No,
everything
don't
hurts.
say that. The kids at work say that nonstop.
What you thinking?
Put your glasses on, Dusty, if you're going blind or blurry. Um, Tres leches don't go blind or blurry, Holmes. So anyway, yeah, that's a whole other can to
Monster.
open.
Yeah.
This fucking don't even get me started on that. It grinds my gears. Okay.
Dang, that's crazy. You remember I wear those.
But yeah, So I would say you're doing pretty good for yourself at this point.
Si siete.
At this point, yes.
C-siete. What's that mean? What's C-siete?
C
Cis. S-E-I-S. Cis siete.
SEI
I-S.
6
Seis siete.
6 7.
I hate you, Dusty. Oh yeah, I forgot you habla.
Yeah, mi hablo
Yeah.
Espanela.
Espanela.
LMFAO.
That's muy bien. That's mucho goodo. That's how
Mucho
you-
good, mucho bueno.
Yeah, you just add o at the end of
Yeah.
anything. And it's Spanish. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
And if you don't know it, you just say in a slightly racist way, and they, especially in Peru, they understand. So if you're like, hey, I want to see Spider-Man, you
Welcome
just say,
to K-Town,
hi,
Adrian
yo
Larson.
quiero Spider-Man. And then they're like, oh, Spider-Man. Oh, I get it. Yeah. It works.
It works.
It works.
It works.
It's ridiculous how much
S
it works.
Spider-Man.
S Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Spider-Man, yeah.
That's pretty racist.
It's very racist, but it works. And they know who you're talking about.
So you have to speak Peruvian there, like you speak Mexican here.
Yeah, there's words that they definitely don't use, or that they're different, or like there's so much like American influence that there's certain words that they only see like on TV or shit. So they say the word in English, but they say it with a thick accent.
All right. First of all, it's not Mexican. It's Spanish. You fuck. You ignorant bastard. No one
What did I
speaks
say?
Mexican. I was like, that's where they speak Peruvian
You
and
said
they
it.
speak Spanish. No, it said it to you to see if you catch it, and you didn't.
No, I agree with you,
Ay, Dios mío.
but you said it.
Ay, Dios mío.
You're getting in
You-
trouble, not me.
You're getting in trouble. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh huh. I'm Asian.
Oh, wait, where's the camera? Is it
Wait.
you in there? Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do
What
it.
is that?
I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you
How does that block me? I don't
because
get it.
you can't
Where-
squeeze it. It's my
Oh,
force field. Yeah.
okay. I'm just so dumb.
You're not dumb. You stop that. But well, this was fun. I had a good time.
Was
So
Welcome to K-Town, Dusty.
what are your what you call it? socials in case people want to follow you. I know you got a Instagram, Berto.
Yeah. Berto's About Business, my IG.
Your IG. Vato
My
Circles Forever, Holmes.
yeah, I got my TikTok is Copal Creates. I do
The thing I
way
sent
more
you is
IG
how we
posts
pronounce American
Mhm.
stores.
and reels and content. But yeah, so that's where it'll probably be a lot. That's you'll see a lot more work. I try to get much more TikTok, but I just have a lot more success on my videos on IG. I got a lot
Okay.
more views and stuff.
That's understandable. But you try and branch out too. You know, do some more TikToks. You know, they can once you get your following, and I would suggest using your IG for your TikToks because you know you can link the two, and then
Yeah,
because I don't know, I have more success with TikTok than IG because I just post memes on IG, so really it's not anything that I use. I'm trying to change that, but we'll see. But yeah,
like right now I'm getting content from Peru. I'm taking pictures and videos of all the most like hilarious ways of spelling English words here,
uh huh.
and like all the copy infringement. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, is it?
Wait till you
Okay,
see.
I'll keep an eye
Like
out for
how they
that.
just spell certain things. It's great. Food stuff, places we go to, shit like that.
The young couple in my TikTok. I'm not even gonna MUJER.MEDICINA.
What is that?
That's somebody who said the young couple.
The Yuncopal?
Young Copal. Did they know you? That that's your wife.
Women medicine.
I gotta pick your username.
I don't want to butcher it. I don't habla. You want me to say it like a white person? It's Mujer Medicina.
Oh, Mujer Medicina.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just.
That's what you were spelling? Are you sure you spelled that right?
MUJER. I can
Wrong.
read.
No, it's not.
I wasn't paying attention. No,
I can read. Can you?
Unlike Mo.
No.
I can read,
You
I
said
can't
it
spell.
wrong.
That's right. But I can't read either.
Dusty, you can't see. You don't know what you're talking about. I just gave her a follow because I love your wife. No homo.
She's one of the boys.
She's.
Does that make me gay?
So what? Does that make you
If she's one of the boys?
Nah. I think you're good.
Yeah.
Unless you like stuff in your butt, then that's a different story.
And if I do?
Roger is not a true Trace Leches gang member if he can't say the words properly.
We'll leave that there.
On that note, we're gonna close out. I will tag his TikTok and his Instagram so you guys can give him a follow. And he's gonna do great things in the art world, as well as he's a really talented tattoo artist. He tattooed my pee-pee, so and my hand, and
It was super quick.
super quick, yeah. And he doesn't know this, but I never have to pay for another tattoo from him because he's indebted to me for life. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But if you're ever in SoCal, where are you tattooing out of?
Right now, I'm just out of my place in Santa Ana, but I'll be looking into getting a studio in Orange, Santa Ana, so Orange County.
Cool. And once he gets that open, I would suggest him starting an IG page or maybe a TikTok on that page. And then once he gets that business up and running, he needs a manager for his TikTok. You can hire the Asian guy. But anyway, but yeah, and brother, I love you to death, and
I love you too, dude.
Roger pronounced gooey.
you. How do you pronounce gooey? Guey, but with the two little dots over there.
G's not a J. G's a G. OOEY.
Gooey.
Yeah.
See, I said it. What's up? What's up, SA? What's up? Say something, Holmes. Say something. Say something. That's right.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, Mo, call.
Mo. You just
Yeah.
called me Mo.
No, I said Mo needs to
Yeah.
get in contact with me because don't tell him I need to break the news to him. But my job right now is Lima work. I'm a cable dog.
Oh,
Yeah. And I have to tell him it's not as easy as it looks.
don't say that.
It's
Don't
not.
say that.
It's not.
Don't
It's
say
not.
that.
It's not. It's not. I mean,
Mm.
you got to get into tight spaces and
Mm.
crevices to run
He's
a cable.
little and he's tiny.
Yeah, I know. He's so tiny. Fits him up. Fits in the pocket.
Darn.
But yeah. Give my love to your
Poor
beautiful
baby.
wife and your beautiful kids and your beautiful puppies.
Mm.
Hell get there one day.
Stay out of trouble
I'll try.
because I can't just drive to Peru.
Can't.
There's things I got to do in order to get there, and it's expensive. So, but thanks, buddy, and I'll talk to you later. All right, my man.
All right. Thank you, brother. Hey, before I
Okay.
get off, can you give me a smile? Yeah.
All right.
brother.
All right, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you. All right, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope now I gotta go edit this video.
You can make
And-
out later.
I
Lol.
don't want to make out later. I want to make out now. Stop it. But it's time for bed. I gotta work in the morning. Dusty, Tristlicious Forever Holmes. You the goat. But
Okay.
and Mrs. Medina, thank you for hanging out in here. Oh, she left. God damn it. Anyway,